Jamming with the hottest disc jockey. The DJ Dork Genius.
Never listen, I know they just fake what they pitching, they always gon' change up. See the shit that I'm spitting, I really be living, it's different, I came up so addicted to the pain and suffering, hopes and wishes never saved the day. Middle finger to the states and government, give a fuck what it's safe to say. Never paid attention to the black and white, my life has just been shades of gray. Tell them keep their distance, if I have to fight, these dudes just gon' get laid to waste. I'm so authentic, try to play it cool, but I know y'all listen. I'll rap feel, huh, know y'all didn't fell down, trying to step, now I know y'all tripping, I'll fold y'all bitches. Bright night, I'm on pain shit, masked up and I'm dangerous. This type of shit you can't train for. Daniel son with the crane kick. It's a dark night, I'm on pain shit, masked up and I'm dangerous. This type of shit you can't train for. Daniel son with the crane kick. Like whoa, you merely adopted the darkness. Boy, I was born to this. I'm from this shit. The way I be killing these rappers, my name on a wanted list. Don't be so surprised when I pull up, you said that you wanted this. My energy was too fly, they tryna harness it.
Hey, what you mean by who this? You on some new phone, what's up? I get it, must have me blocked. No worries, I did too much, I admit it, I did too much. I did too much, I admit it, I did too much. I did too much, yeah, I done enough to justify my name. I can't call it, yeah, I never complain. I try to enjoy it, till I can't. Fuck what you think, motherfuck your brain. In this game, I'm a saint. Try to crop me out the picture, but you can't. I'm everywhere you ain't. I'm dripping orange paint, about to overflow the sink. Take a couple $100 out the bank, just to put it in the bank. Sipping on this drink, down shot like a shank. Chillin' in the cut, by the buzzer left down, by the buzzer shut. Just by the buzzer left down, by the buzzer left down, by the buzzer left down, by the buzzer
My sugar mama made me pass out drunk, yeah. Suck it up, yeah. Shut the fuck up. I'm shining now, shining now, shining now.
by the buzzer left down.
All genres are accepted, y'all. Get your music in now as we count down.
How many times do I have to say we're not enemies? Round and around we go till
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
A wise man told me I was born to be great, but that greatness bring burdens, don't warn me I'm straight. Great disdain in my heart, and you see more of my face. I always knew I was on top, but they ignoring my place. That's why you
get it how you live. You still can't, even if you're watching what I did. Knew I was a problem, and they told me since a kid. So if you hear them talking, then it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Get it how you live. You still can't, even if you're watching what I did. Knew I was a problem, and they told me since a kid. So So if you hear him talking, then it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Okay, I gotta do it big. I just bagged a baddie and she'll gladly have my kids. All these niggas capping, man, they need to work at Liz. I knew you talking shit, cause I could smell some upper lip. Some niggas shoot the faded, other niggas split your wig. Some niggas serve community, some niggas serving bids. Fuck all that flashy shit, I'll flex with a crib. I just want some land, I need my acres off the grid. My neighbors don't exist. I'm legit too witty with this shit, I'll pick it, they skeleton black. Fists in the air, I know they sick on my melanin black. Eye on your homeboy, I'm really not sparing them. Empty the clip and spit on any comparison. Calling it arrogant, we squabbling, my fists in the arrogant. If it's beef, we raise the stakes with a side of asparagus. Cooking niggas with my skill on the count of how rare it is. It's double dog if you still asking who daring is.
A wise man told me I was born to be great. Fuck all that self-doubt, nigga, I keep walking by faith. You win and lose some, I still know how victory tastes. Best believe that's the feeling that a nigga gon' choose.
Heavy. Walking the platform, 9 3/4. All the borders we take you across the water to the school of Hogwarts, casting out all your darkest horrors. Yes, I'm slick with the wrist, beat the swish and flick. Better yet, my bonds are split, for your minds to drift. In the land of Mrs. Commander, growing cannabis out of a briefcase. With magical beasts relaxing, you'll fight Puff the magic dragon, I bet. Hagrid is gassing with the creatures you can't imagine. Now it makes sense, they always have patience. Never forget how amazing you are. The pain in your scars don't make who you are or break who you are, just put faith in your charms, young wizard. Don't you think too hard, just live your life. Let it ride, broomsticks fly, just take your time. When Wingardium Leviosa, I wanna be high right now, sitting comfy on my sofa. I wonder if the sky comes down.
Ulterior motive. Double up because superior knowing. Double cup and solo call me the mo. Smooth and silky, I be in the memo. I'm a limo, show me a photo. Not no pictures in the group, I don't want them. You the cutie, you're the one in the corner. He a groupie and he here for the moment. You ain't gon' trouble me, I'ma let it deal with it. When you got nothing to do, and you ain't really ever deal with it. A bitch that got a lot to do now, yeah. And yeah, I know you wanna feel things. Sometimes I wanna feel them too, but I don't really ever feel things. I hope you feel the point of view, yeah. I live right now. Check up on the channel, look at my wrist right now. Yeah, 2020, so I check my phone. I'ma need an Uber cause I can't drive home. You gon' need a movie cause you work like me. Step into a back and get a check like me. Only get a head like you a nerd like me. Clapping for a nigga like you got life free. Oh no, I like price that. Pull up on you, why you waste that? This is Miyagi, I'm not massive. Mixing the liquor, I'm not plastic. Shut up and driving, don't ask questions. Only because I ain't got answers. Happy you know we mad facts. Catching the bottom for barrel,
I hate my damn self. So much stress over nothing, I swear I need help. Some relief or release of some goodie roll well. Rubbing elbows with people who ride on coattails. No mistake, I need money and kiss, I need bail. No rejecting this market, it's in the details. More concerned about others than in your damn wealth. I'm pro-health, think I'm gon' need that rush out. Me need no cold air. Gas a bitch, put on your seatbelt for that cold air. On the roster for a reason, so you don't get left. I don't have to put the keys in that button right there. You gon' have to load the keys and they get to my lair like I'm Chance the Rapper. Niggas out here toe tapping and they dick clapping. Ready for that action, press record, it ain't no stopping me. With my crew or anybody else who is supporting me. If you know my shit, just know a G is all I wanna be. On my love to wrestle, he they got for giving me that beat. If I get like childish, don't you mind, it's just a kidding me. But if I get like childish, then my features but to have a feet. My money bring more pounds, but I'm ballin', getting lit like it's my birthday. Say happy birthday, you ain't my cousin in the first place. So why you asking? Get from around me, see haters can't keep from laughing. Graduated from them fake ones, I'm so excited. Like nah 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 nah. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Autobots, share the stream.
It's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
All right, man. You already know what it is. Welcome back. Another day, another Dorky, man. We are, of course, back with another review show. If you are here for the first time, pretty much, again, we are a live reaction and review show for independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe. Independent only. Try not to send records from Drake or Kendrick. Drake featuring Kendrick, Kendrick dissing Drake on a Kendrick beat, whatever. Essentially, we are for those that either just started or have been making music for some time but haven't had that major, record label contract or whatnot. So that means don't rap on those beats from those artists unless you're remixing it in some way, right? Changing the speed, adding some drums, chopping it up, and doing something different with it. At the very least, if you're doing that, we can kind of play your more or less remix, or in some cases, y'all ain't even remixing like for real these songs. It's just a beat. It's just a beat, and we have those conversations or whatnot. I'm your host, Nonsense, aka Dork Genius, aka Chris Nonsense, aka your mama's favorite dork, aka your dork for hire, aka El Dorky Corbon, aka Dorky So 15, aka yo, I didn't forget where I was or whatnot. But I rap, I produce, I mix and master, and we do this show pretty much daily so we can, react to other independent artist music, discover new artists, give you guys any tips and pointers to help you make anything that you, send better, and help, kind of develop you a little bit more as an artist or whatnot. Certain people, man, I wish I had shows like these when I first started, because I would have been further along a lot faster. But better later than never, because we all need that inspiration and stuff like that. How are you guys doing, man? I appreciate y'all for being here, man. As you know, we're gonna go ahead and head right into the free line for those that want to get played quicker or get more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion. We do have ways for you guys to skip that line.
Sir Mike, this song's gonna burn like some hot sauce from Hot Ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view. When I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing out.
And we also do giveaways at the end of our streams if we happen to reach 100, 200, or 300 by the end of the show, if people do end up skipping the line or whatnot. So if you see some people who will pop up with maybe free skips or certain things like that, often they've won those via our giveaway.
I think I've taken too many drugs and I'm in another universe, and I was trying to get buzzed in the studio and do a verse, but now I'm seeing an image of Coolio on Jupiter. If I was in the hospital, I probably want to do the nurse. Out of all 80s movies, I'm watching Ferris Bueller first. I'll walk right up to a bully and be like, homie, do your worst. If you don't got any gas, a freaking Razor scooter works. This one ain't for the kiddies, so Super Steve, you can curse.
I really wanna grow up, cause I don't wanna go down. Someday I'm gonna blow up. They love it how my flow sounds. You hate on me, but so what? I know you wanna throw down, but I just wanna throw up. Someone give me a bow now. I just wanna be a dude chillin', but I'm always dealing with the madness. I just wanna be up on the beach, up in the white, chillin' with a bad bitch. I just wanna live up in the city where they hear me and they go bananas. I just wanna hear the word and every little girl is dealing with a sadness.
I wasn't nice in class. I would always like to laugh and always get in trouble from my teachers cause I'm writing raps. Vanilla Ice was trash. I'm never on a righteous path. I throw a diaper at my wife and then get sliced in half.
Let's go ahead and get things started. We're gonna go ahead and start, as I said, in the free line. We're gonna, see what you guys have. Mugs Money, you are first. And what is this called? It's a demo. Good Time featuring Super Steve. Man, listen, these artists go back, man. Like the first review show I had was Roaster Review with KO, right? And some of the first artists that I met in that community were a Mugs Money, a Heavy Metal Trap, a Super Steve. Like, they were there on that first day that I had submitted my song. And oppositely, I distinctly remember what all three of them said. Like, Heavy rocked with it like 100%. Mugs was like, I want to stick pencils in my ears, what's happening? And then Super Steve, like, rocked with it or whatnot. Like, we're in that same cloth or whatnot. Then over time, Mugs did show more appreciation and love. Like, it's always about sending that right order of records with certain people to really see what they are going to resonate with. And over time, again, once they get used to, like, well, okay, I see, all right, I know what they're trying to do. You can kind of get people in or whatnot. Don't expect people to love you in your first song, and sometimes you can get them as well. You guys have seen it. You guys know, like, there are records you hear in the artist for the very first time, and you're like, bruh, like, hey, we need to work. Where you, what, how do I contact you? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what it is. All right, so let's see what it is. Appreciate the likes, Derek. Welcome back.
I woke up to it's a great life. I woke up to it's a great time. I woke up to it's a great vibe. I woke up to
So you should do
it's a great vibe.
versus artist instrumental 1v1.
I woke up to
what, producer?
It's a great time. I woke up to
Woke up to go to work, forgot I don't have a job. Grabbed my keys, walked out the door, realized my car was gone. I tried to catch the bus, but they wouldn't let me on. Fell asleep at dusk and woke up at dawn. With my pockets empty, left me with my boxes on. But I'm still walking down the street, my pants strong. With my crown on, 10 toes down while I stand on. Good vibes and times in my life I plan on.
I woke up to it's a great life. I woke up to it's a great time. I woke up to it's a great vibe.
I feel like this needs to be like a group of people.
I woke up to it's a great vibe. I woke up to it's a great life. I woke up to it's a great time.
Some different voices and signatures in there.
I woke up to flat tires on my new car. Probably catch a ride to work, I'm hoping it ain't too far. I tried to write a verse, but only hit him with the 2 bars. She told me lighten up, and I said, yo, that'd be too hard. I'm in a tunnel, but I still got a vision, and I can't speak, but I will make them listen. And a little sidetrack, but I'm still on the mission. Hey, ain't got a prayer, but I'm still steady wishing. Like, got the big love at the worst time. Got the best love on the worst nights. Got some bad calls with some good vibes. Had some bad talks with some good guys. I hit a drop while I be climbing up the grapevine. I take a loss, but I've been winning in the same line. They always ask me how I'm doing, I just say fine. They always ask me how I do it, I just say grind. I woke up to it's a great life. I woke up to it's a great time. I woke up to it's a great vibe. I woke up to it's a great vibe. I woke up to it's a great life. I woke up to it's a great time. I woke up to gosh dang it, man.
Damn.
Mugs, have you seen my goddamn wallet?
Nah, man.
Yeah, I think I had a couple dollars in there.
Not anymore, cuz.
Son of a. Alright. Hey, well, you remember that one girl's number who used to buy us all the stuff back in the day?
Who, Methany?
Yeah.
That's your plug.
Yeah, hit her up, bro.
Think she in jail.
I need a good pack of beer, like, right now.
Nah, you cut off.
For real.
For real, you cut off, bro.
Come on, bro. It's been a bit since we really heard artists talk on their songs, man. A lot of artists today will just kind of like, let me just rap to the beat. They barely give us, you know, maybe like one verse, they're out, song's over, you know. And I appreciate concept records. I appreciate when you take a little bit more time, especially when you have, you know, collabs, to really make things feel like you are working together for real, like you're in the same studio or whatnot. Sometimes we are not in the same studio, but we have to think about all those different elements, right? Like in some cases, you can add ad-libs to each other's verses to really give that presence that you are present within the track, right? Think about it like this, right? Especially if you end up getting one of those features from industry artists, right? That like come with the beat, so they don't know you're on the song at all. They can't do anything to your verse because in most cases they don't hear your verses. Like that's the sort of drawback with those situations that I've always saw. It's like, okay, you get the benefit of being able to do a song with that artist, but there are multiple artists who can still have that same verse and beat, so it's not an exclusive kind of situation, and that kind of makes it less appealing, at least to me, because I always want to be the only one with something specific, and for you to be like, yo, where'd you get that version of the beat, or that, you know, you know, essentially just a feature in general with an artist that nobody's heard and isn't just me remixing like their record, right? Overall, you guys did a kind of more poppy or happy kind of record, something that has that almost good day, woke up, everything, you know, was dandy, you know, kind of records. It's fun. I did have to let the chorus itself grow on me, right? So like you, Super Steve, like singing is that new territory that we've been going like record to record to see like where it sounds natural and where it feels like there's still a little bit more work, because again, I knew you as a rapper first, and we're in this generation where some artists do want to try to do things melodically as well, in addition to what they do with the raps, and that is completely fine or whatnot, right? The key is to sound just as natural, so that if people are only hearing you in that, let's say you do a chorus for somebody and you're just singing, you don't rap at all, if people are only hearing that, they should still feel like that's your lane, like that's your main lane. And then when you go into rap, same thing, right? So big salute. Let me see, dude, I am gonna need a new Stream Deck. Why you hate me? You hate me. I love you, but no, you hate me, and so I gotta continuously deal with your bullshit. Y'all know when, you know, you mess up the end of your cord, like on your headphones or something like that. Let me see what everybody was saying real quick, and then we'll jump back in the lineup. Good evening, the squad out of town, mama. You said I want to make a contribution to the rap game. I have a code for a digital copy of Tales from the Woods by Mad Matt album for one lucky guest, whoever wants that. Also, is it a physical album? Is it a digital album? Is he like what's the marketing play? What's the marketing play here?
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
That knowledge tonight. Well, thank you. And what if I put it over here? And I don't know what I did with the stand for it. I gotta put it somewhere where I don't move it. All right, relax. I gotta figure out where that short is. All right, let me jump right back into the free. Did you switch your submission cinematic? I think you changed yours to breathe. Again, I haven't checked the skip line yet, y'all. I am just. I always like showing y'all love. Sometimes we get a lot of skips and stuff like that, so I want to make sure y'all, feel some love in your free line, man.
Take a deep breath in.
Some of y'all be like, hey, man, since the show started, man, still ain't played. Cinematic with breathe.
Just breathe. Take a second, let the pressure fall and breathe. While you sweating, trying to chase what I breathe. I've been living in the lines in between where you need to be freed before you bleed. Now breathe. Ain't no reason for the panic, boy. Breathe. Every kingdom got a ruler, let me lead. Ain't a throne in this game I don't need. Let me breathe, just. I've been pacing through the shadows, letting destiny unfold. Every footstep in this kingdom leaves a map and blueprint in the mold. Every whisper in the rafters say my prophecy was told. I ain't ever reaching for the crown, it walks to me like it's controlled. I've been breathing like a storm cloud, I've been gathering all of my rage. But I ain't ever gotta hurry for you, cause greatness only ever gets better with age. You've been panicking on your page, trying to scribble out and hide your name, while I'm breathing into existence every single chapter of this game. Look, y'all been freaking out cause of the pressure, always trying to hustle and try to flex. I just exhale on the beat and it bounce down to me out of respect. Got decades of victory under my belt, the weight of my legacy is so compressed. And of every moment that I inhale, I bet even the silence will be getting impressed. Breathe, take a second, let the pressure fall and breathe. While you sweating, trying to chase what I breathe. I've been living in
this could be Darth Vader's theme song right here.
Need to be free before you bleed. Now breathe. For the havoc, I am the pulse beneath the quake. I am the reason that all the giants never go to sleep, they stay awake. I am the breath behind the brick. I am the chill before you shake. I am the standard that y'all be chasing. It looks like I just set the bar and pace. So relax, cause the crown's already molded to your skull. It really ain't racing when you're already full. I've always been your son, nope, I don't really ever fade. I don't ever quit, and I promise I won't ever change. I know you're confused, cause I am a mystery. I'm the air inside the lungs of this whole damn industry. Breathe into the wreckage, let the ashes swirl around. Y'all be guessing for a moment, I'm the oxygen in town. The reason mama told you not to ever fuck around. I'm the one that bends a mountain, I'm the pressure in the ground. I've been cooking up something that is bigger than your state line. See, I don't chase, trying to show what your fate hides. Take my time, I erase lies, getting caught in the stage dive. Listen as the bass cries. I've been hitting so much harder than your fucking brake lights. You must have done something that you could never make right. Double time, yes I can, but why even waste breath? When I exhale, every rapper second guesses death. Every single step that I take is blessed, and every curse that I place, bet I make it fresh. Moving in the chaos like a phantom on a breeze, while you suffocate on pressure, trying to imitate my ease. You can sprint, you can bleed, you can pray, you can plead, but you're never on the throne if I don't let you breathe. Just breathe. Take a second, let the pressure fall and breathe. While you sweating, trying to chase what I breathe. I've been living in the lines in between where you need to be freed before you bleed. Now breathe.
Many said I actually like this. Now mama said this one's really fire.
Let me lead. Ain't a throne in this game I don't need. Let me breathe. Just breathe. Now I know it's gotta be hard to breathe, having that foot on your neck.
So shout out to Cinematic.
This holiday season.
With Cinematic with Breathe, and often when we talk about this artist, right, we talk about his consistency with being able to send things that honor his namesake, right? His artist name being Cinematic. You know, he's one of the few artists where like you get why he is called that, and he tries to continuously live up to that standard. The production that he will often make records to will often have just a grand kind of, you know, build up. It'll feel very, you know, cinematic. You can think about videos that would be more professional. At least that's the pressure that he has on him. Like when you make a really good song, it's like you don't want to just do anything for the video, right? Often the standard, let me just stand in front of this house or random location and then rap into, like, no, you got to make a concept video and build something dope around it so that it will grow and be shared, and, you know, sort of, you know, you gotta often work with two sides of your brain. You know, the like, okay, I do want to have situations where I'm in different locations kind of rapping to the screen, and then what's another concept that I can sort of pull from things that I'm talking about from the record to show visually on screen as well. And, you know, what other things can I do? Don't always try to get everything done in one day. Sometimes it's a multitude of things. You might have days and a week of shooting in different locations to really bring something together in the right way. But for him, the pressure is on to really get that in there. You'll hear the many layers in his vocals consistently through a multitude of his records. Like it's something that comes with him as an artist. I've sort of gone in and out with how he should do the live performances, right? Because we don't often like when artists perform with their vocals and all this extra stuff, and it often feels like cheating because you're just, you know, doing karaoke more or less, right? But with him, he has that thing. You need either the backup singers, you need a choir, or you have, you know, just a minimal of some of the other alterations of octaves and vocals in there, and sort of like stack those up. Let him take the main vocal, and, you know, don't let any vocals that you do add to your records at all, don't let them overpower what you're doing. You are the main star of the show, so we want to be able to hear you. We want to hear the beat well. And anything that we hear extra should be really in the background. Even if you have people that were up there on stage with you, they are, you know, in tandem in the back. That's where it should be, both in the mix as well as a live kind of song. With this actual, I mean, speaking of mixes and whatnot, I did feel like the record itself could come up a little bit more. Anytime you guys send me things on a Spotify or YouTube or something like that, if I ever feel like, yo man, I like this, let me crank it up a little bit more, and I kind of go and check on the volume. The volume knob is already up to 100%, and there's nothing I can do. That does tell you a little bit more about what kind of needs to be done. We know that sometimes YouTube will cut your records down, maybe like 6 dB or so, or something like that, depending on like the loves and how your record goes in. So you want to look into things like that, because I can almost guarantee if he sends this song via MP3 or something like that, it's probably a lot louder just hitting play in any of my other programs or whatnot. And so, but then again, you throw that into either a video program, and then you don't save it with the best quality, or, you know, a different distributor, and it sort of does different things. Shout out to Sprite. What's up? I see you. We got a 9 over there from P Real, man. By the way, welcome back, P Real, man. It's been a while. Happy holidays. You know, hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving or whatnot. Listen, it's Christmas month right now, whatnot. So, you know, we wanna keep everybody up as best we can and whatnot. Yeah, you said my cousin just dropped a new song featuring Burner. Hey, hold up, let's clap for that right quick. Shout out to all my 420 centric artists out there. You know what I'm saying? Worthy of high times and stuff like that, man. So that's cool. I definitely want to be able to hear that. Let me go up a little bit more. Tell mama was like, breathe. Now we're trying, but I got my nose. My nose is globulating. What'd you say? No, he said one. Okay, so we have 2 skips in the lineup right now at the moment. Let me check and just double check. Nobody sent something on PayPal as well. But let me take care of those 2 skips before we jump back in the free line. Yeah, okay. So we have 2 dank. Let's go ahead and get that one in. And see what we have. Susie, where did you go? Oh, come on. I forgot I unplugged it because it kept going. And he said, clap to this. Add that bass. And then 6 months or refresh or whatnot. Best raps or freestyle. You know what I'm saying? In the shower or something like that, man. Listen. Okay. Come on, man. All you gotta do. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I just realized that completely closed, so that's why I wasn't going to the thing. Although I still have a manual thing, so
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because. I love
see. Trying to make sure we got the right. Okay, there we go. So Nina Rose featuring 2 dank and OG Dominator. Let's go ahead and see what these lovely ladies did right here. Hold up, man. We ain't even in the video yet. We don't know what to do, but we go with it. And everybody we can know that they go with it. Yeah.
Yo, check. Nonsense with the face palm. Vince Vaughn's been in space lost with his face gone. Still a race cause and a faint yawn. It's his baseball. Stay chill or remain calm. Take pills every day. Nah, I don't take pills. I just.
Yeah, I know you can't relate. My hair is out, come through. Got my nails done and some diamonds on my shoes. I'm really about the music and they just about the views. They looking at me crazy, what they really wanna do. What? Yeah, I got it like that. And it's true. These dudes in my phone sending hearts all blue. They know I like roses and some salsa on my food. Been at it for a while, I'm just here to pay my dues. If you ain't heard me yet, you should really check the news. It's Nina Rose, what it do? Summertime fine, sun dancing when I move. Caramel brown skin, I'm a mood. I'm the one that make it go. Yeah, best believe I stay ready. And when I drop a verse, whole city gon' rep. Sweet face, bad girl, and that's a whole mood. It's like that, baby, please don't ever get confused. Nails, hair, lips, face. Do my little dance, got them wrapped around my waist. When I walk in, make the whole place shake. I got it like that, yeah, I know you can't relate. Nails, hair, lips, face. Do my little dance, got them wrapped around my waist. When I walk in, make the whole place
let's
shake.
Go, let's
got
go.
It like that, yeah, I know you can't relate. It's who dang, neighborhood queen, reincarnated. I'm in the room, better move. This my scene, said I like that, baby. Can you count cash? I'm looking for a real one. Can you scale out these dime bands? Ain't be too dank. I'ma show you how we do it, and it's true. Yeah, you know what we do. Yeah, we really gon' do it. Turn the speakers up, volume all the way to the top. And if you talking about some product, let me see what I got. I make music, merch too, wrote this. You know I'm from the town that if you say something, better do it. Talking like they know me, cause I'm going up to the top. So if they talking like they hate me, then I station. Lips, face. My little dance got 'em wrapped around my waist. When I walk in, make the whole place shake. I got it like that, yeah, I know you can't relate. Lips, face. My little dance got 'em wrapped around my waist. When I walk in, make the whole place shake. I got it like that, yeah, I know you can't relate.
Ain't no rules, we got it like that. Too dank, we got it like that.
We can't hear you.
Like that. Everybody know
we can't hear you, sir.
When you hear my voice, you already know who it is behind the mic. So here we go, rocking the best beats, giving the most heat. You wanna take it up a notch and you should come to me. I like a little spice on my food. I handle with a bit of attitude, but not enough to be rude. I make my own lane, I got it like that. Follow the leader, I'm original from way back. I'm too good, I always tell myself I'm the genius of love, gifted and doing well. I'm the man, making every single move they can't stand. Hands down, I'm the champ.
Classic, man.
My little dance got 'em wrapped around my waist. When I walk in, make the whole place shake. I got it like that, yeah, I know you can't relate.
Get that full on like classic Snoop era West Coast vibe.
Got it like that, yeah, I know you can't relate.
Got it like that, like I lost speaking something one day, went back in it. Got it right back, like listen.
Got it like that, yeah. You got it like that, yeah.
Right there. They should just already know.
Yeah, I do know. You know, with that. Thank you for reassuring. All right, so well, I'm not gonna be able to hit none of my buttons because this wants to be full on West Coast vibe. You know, which I appreciate because we need different artists still keeping certain sounds alive, right? And when I think about the things that we would often, you know, you hear a very specific song and you kind of picture like lowriders and palm trees and, you know what I mean? Like you think about that, like that LA lifestyle. And it harkens back to that era, right? Right along with you guys, I can hear an Ice Cube, a Dub C, like, you know, the way that I look at most West Coast records is like, if you can hear some of the big players that are, you know, are legends, the E40, the Too Short, you know what I'm saying? You can hear them on it as well, because the songs that we love, right, when they get out there, eventually we want to pay homage to it by doing like a remix and acknowledging, you know, its existence, and that we, you know, love the concept of the song, the production and things like that. Often with every genre that you guys are in, you want to have songs that are worthy of that. If you sing and it's more of a melodic song, you'll have artists wanting to do covers of your record. If you rap, it's like, let me get the beat and remix the song. They'll still call it the same title, and, you know, pretty much pay homage to it. They may keep the chorus that you have in your record in there just to make sure that people know that you're harkening back to that. Or, you know, if you decide to kind of take it in your own direction slightly, like still make sure that you keep the bones and the spirit of it in there. You know, at the end of the day, when we do remix records, we do hope that the original artist, if they come across it, that they will appreciate our record. Some artists don't kind of make music with that kind of way of thinking, though. Like literally, I said earlier that sometimes certain samples are just samples to people. You could sample Aaliyah and not mention her once in the record, not mention the title of the song or nothing like that, and you disregard the amount of fans you would get if you actually mention those things. Overall, you know, I think they did an amazing job. I feel like I get put on to new artists via your guys' collabs a lot as well. That really helps brighten the horizons. The other thing is, Too Dank, you know, always comes with it. I appreciate that each video that we see is always something quality, right? Every time that we see you guys with a good mix, good beat selection, and a proper video, in our minds, we see you putting money and time into your craft, right? There's a difference between those that get up, go out, figure things out, figure out what directors to work with, go location scout, and go do that footwork, as opposed to maybe even just kind of throwing some AI thing together. Like we always want to be able to see the real artist in the video to get that real demeanor, right? Because we don't want to feel like we're being sold something, like and it's really being misrepresented. That's why even if you use your own voice to then create an AI record, you don't really know how to sing like that. So if it is something like, if it becomes a hit, people are going to expect you to sing it for real. And so you gotta allow people to really truly see your talent, see you, up front, up close and personal. Overall, the full record and video is about 3 minutes and 27 seconds as well, which I appreciate. You guys know me with song length. I never like when artists feel like they have to rush themselves out of a record. And I am from Southern Cali. And then he said, talking about Knott's Berry Farm and Disneyland and whatnot. Listen, Disneyland and Knott's, right, are about like 30 minutes, give or take, like away. So they're not too far. Been to both like a lot throughout my childhood and stuff like that. So but yeah, let me see. Then I love the West Coast, man. Let me see. And the beat was a killer. And then I must be in a good mood. This is dope. 8.5. Listen, Tom Mama is usually the residential Simon, and often that one person that tends to be a little bit harder to please. So catch them on a good day and with the best songs, and you got everything under tow, whatnot. I think that is all. And let me see what this is. Because it may or may not. Let me forget what poppin', what poppin'. 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 I'll come back to that. Let me jump back in the free line again and go from there. Mr. Crazy Quest. Here's the Spotify. Thank goodness I have the Spotify open. Come on now. 25 cents. Come on now. All right, this is Crazy Quest with Fuego.
Arrows run it up.
You know I keep that tool on me, shawty, hella fuego. Catch your body, then I lay low. Know a nigga got that sauce in the needle. So when you see me with that drink, that's that queso. Baby, heard your man got a problem with low queso. All I hang with is Houdini, disappearing with a say-so. This grown man money ain't no play though. I was built for this shit, fair kinda where I came from. quiet, homie, known to get a little rowdy though. Skipped out on the club to hit a party in the barrios. Jordy on your chica, I can't say that I was sorry though. She hit the ignition, I just finished what she started though. You can have her back though, I mean shit though, I just borrowed her. She was feeling tense, I helped her release what was bottled her. She want more caliente, guess that mean you wasn't hot enough. I keep you easy, so please don't come with me with problems, bro. Cause if I'm crashing out, I'm about to turn this bitch to Mardi Gras. On my DMX shit, but I'm known for getting darker, bro. Watch out for that gun shit, 911 shit. All of us some dumb shit, ain't that you some know I shit. Keep that tool on me, shawty, hella fuego. Catch your body, then I lay low. A nigga got that sauce in the needle. So when you see me with that drink, that's that queso. Baby, heard your man got a problem with low queso. All I hang with is Houdini, disappearing with a say so. This grown man money ain't no play though. I was built for this shit, fair kinda where I came from. Fair Cotta, straight out Fair Cotta. Now tell me where you from. Man, I'm from. It don't matter, my pocket so fat it make a bitch know better. If she tryna hop on mine, she gonna need 4 letters. But she gon' ride it, that's my shawty. Got more head than she got body. She gon' ride it, that's my shawty. Swear she got more head than she got body. Whole lot of bread, still we need more cheddar. All these blue faces, could it be more better? Call me king of fools, could I be more clever? Make her mama see the sweat when she hear 4 letters. Q-U easy, shawty said she need me. I told her leave a man, she said no problem, babe, that's easy. Q-U easy, shawty said she need me. I told her leave a man, she said no problem, babe, that's easy. Her little buddy wanna scrap a song. Buddy trying to bring a scrapper song. Well, I really hope he capping, cause the way that I be spazzing ain't no telling what'll happen. But you know I keep that tool on me, shawty, hella fuego.
A little bit upbeat right there. I wanna fix that one part.
When you see me with that drink, that's that queso. Baby, heard your man got a problem with low queso. All I hang with is Houdini, disappearing with a say so. This grown man money ain't no play though. I was built for this shit, fair kinda where I came from.
People don't know a lot of freaking places in the world that people don't go. I don't know what the hell to do because you know what? You could have a glow in the dark freaking t-shirt and the people won't grow. Alright, what do you guys think about that? Give your thoughts in the building. 1 to 10 and on feedback is of course welcome. So overall, I think like with the drums, the production becomes more of like a tight beat kind of situation, right? But what I love about some of the elements that you guys will have with your beats is that we can still find ways to make what you do fully professional in the right light, right? So you're gonna take just the acoustic guitar, right? Somebody who can play it, or you, whatever the case, you're gonna do a live performance like that. Think Tiny Desk, right? Anytime you are making records, right? We do a lot of things today that are digital. We get samples, we kind of, you know, just take the elements that are in the program and add them, or have ready-made sort of like melodies and things like that. But when it comes to the live performances, we need to remember, like, we have to give the people their money's worth. If you want people to follow you on tour type shit and like care about what you're gonna do next, it's really about making sure that they feel like they got their full-on money's worth within that live performance. So often you don't want to just do the same thing that they already know one-to-one. Figure out a way to really make it a show, where bring the showmanship within that. And sometimes it's crazy just like taking out a certain element. Like you can add, if you add like live drums and you know, certain elements like that, that will do things. You can also do that with a version of the record as well. It doesn't have to just be the actual live performance. You know, artists have been selling like several versions of their records for years. You don't believe me? Literally just find a record shop, right? Walk around that record shop, look at, you know, some of the albums and different things that they have there, right? Some things that you'll notice is, oh man, some artists actually have albums where they got a few different producers to kind of handle one single, and they'd have like 15 or like 5 different versions of that same song, but with different beats, right, on top of it. Then they'd have the live you know, it's that album, but them performing like live with, you know, a whole audience and everything there and stuff like that. Like, if they can do it, you guys can too, but you have to add those extra live elements that are going to make people feel like it's worth it. If you're just rapping to the instrumental, I don't think that will come off as dope as like a live performance audio wise. But when we are like, oh man, you can just tell like they've added other elements into the production. Maybe they changed the tempo. They brought in a certain beat specifically when you mentioned something, or you know what I mean? Like, you just want to have those elements. Money's worth. At the end of the day, stop thinking about it like I want everybody to pay me to perform. I deserve to be paid because my music is this good and stuff like that. Like, we have to earn that right by making sure that we give the best performances and create that reputation. Like, yo, I want to go to the next I don't even know what he's gonna do next. If he did this right here, right? And then we kind of buy into what you guys really want to do. We had a 7.5 from P Real on that. 4, but I like the beat. Down by my head said, and you said, I'm on top of your roof of the pizza, man. Let's listen, man. Where that pizza at? Can you drop it through the chimney? Can you drop it through the chimney? Can you drop it through the chimney? Now let me stop. All right, so let me go. Thank you for the likes. I see y'all, man. You're putting in overtime over here on the TikTok side. Let me remind artists that we are on all platforms right now, and so I always appreciate y'all patience when we are in the lineup. You know, anybody who sends to the show, it's an honor to, you know, have you guys come through and allow me to review your music, man. One of my favorite things to do is to kind of discover new artists, really see, you know, a lot of different stuff from what you guys are doing around the world. And honestly, it's better to me than the radio, because the radio, you know, sometimes you feel like it's paid, or you kind of just hear the same songs over and over. But you guys have the freedom to make a song right now and then come to the show and send it. If you guys want to look at us like a live jukebox, or kind of, you know, live station when we are live, and you can send your songs in, y'all can do that as well. Let me make sure that we don't have a skip, that we don't have a let me see. Derek, we got you. Derek, we got you. Derek, we got you. Derek, we got Bloodhound November. Hopefully we can hear what you're saying. I feel like you're outside the studio door. So we have certain buttons on our show that do kind of allow us to cut the record early if there's either too much going on, not enough going on, if the mix isn't there to where it just impedes our listening abilities to where we can really properly judge the song. Often it's better to just cut it than prolong the track. If you guys get that button though, and there are many different ones that you'll often see, but if we press that button, you you can get back in the free line to send a different record. You know, you have like a second chance sort of ability to get back in line and like rethink your submission. But just to review what we heard, like I barely know. I heard you say I'm a bloodhound, you know, a few times, but it was barely, like, it literally sounded like you were outside the studio. They wouldn't even let you go inside the booth to record, you know, what you were gonna do. And you got to be able to project that presence just as an artist, obviously yourself, but then when it comes to mixing your own records at all, everything is about balance, the right effects, right? Making sure that things are pleasing to our ears so that we do want to crank the record up a lot more and bump it right next to our favorite artists or whatnot. If you don't sort of allow things to be heard in the right way, just like how can you expect people to enjoy it, right? So go back in. I don't know if you need to go back in and record another song or if you have a different one that you can maybe pull from there, but this one, that mix didn't really allow us to hear, you know, what you were doing. Felt like you were hiding behind the beat or whatnot. Oh my gosh, man, I hope somebody's getting me a stream deck for freaking Christmas, because this is literally, it's on its way out. We all have eventually, that one thing is on its way out. It just turns off and on by itself. My TV did that the other day. I was like, bro, are you freaking kidding me? Anyway, he said, fuck you then, man. No, stay on. Stay on. Bro, man, I don't even know like where to try to figure where is it at? Can I feel it? Can I feel where the thing is? Should I push it or pull it? Let me pull all the way back. Let me see what happens if I do that. Hopefully that helps. And then my only last option is to plug this into a different USB port, but I don't think that is the problem. Okay. So far so good. So far, so good. Let me hit this clap button. Okay. Let me get a Dork Squad in. Alright, can I get the authentic Dorky Don't Play That cutaway? When these rappers try to make a clever song, no matter what they do, we'll never get along. The COVID now will never share a bomb. I've been trying to fix the rap game for the longest. I ain't gonna lie, man, your rap's really garbage. Speak what's on my mind, cause I'm actually honest. You feel this in your eye, in your back, in your arm check. I got shaved by the bell. And then what? That's it. Let me see, we said I made this song recently. The feature is due to this being a remix. Okay. So does that mean you're remixing another artist or they're remixing your shit? You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit get time with. I don't even really know what the heck is on my mind yet.
Pain left with sorrow and some. Made me go insane, girl, you made me lose my brain. Captivated in the pain, led with sorrow and some shame. This is not a game, but you treated me the same. Then I realized what you played. Demon walking a parade, devil working the parade. A paradise of pain, a heaven full of shame. You're not different, you're the same. Just when everything would change, you acted out like Cain. You gave me one more day to see this fucking masquerade. And now I run away every single day. Don't wanna feel the pain, my vision's turned to gray. Or it is black and white, something does not feel right. It's been a silent night, will it change to sunlight? Trapped here in my head, drowned and left me dead. Fake colors start to shed, it's all bleeding out red. The mask put what you said, everyone is misled. I'm lost by what she spread, this story's left unread. Made me go insane, girl, you made me lose my brain. Captivated in the pain, led with sorrow and some shame. Okay, this is not a game, but you treated me the same. Then I realized what you play, demon walking a parade. That's right. I shattered through the chains, like hell I'm walking through the flames. I played a losing game, and yet I get the blame. And yet I feel the same, sorrow goes through the veins, and all it does is rains. It's the parade of pain. I say goodbye to every lie you sing. I will be alright, you given me another sign not to let the trust die. Believing everything said, I thought you weren't like that, and then you tried to write back, but it's the trust that you lack. Now I never hear your echoes of your name. All I know is I would never go back to the same. It could be third time or first time, I wouldn't even care, because it doesn't matter when you're not even aware. Made me go insane, girl, you made me lose my brain.
That's
captivated in the pain, led with sorrow and some shame. This is not a game, but you treated me the same. Then I realized what you play, demon walking a parade.
This the parade of pain, it makes me lose my brain. Watching through the madness, tethered by a chain. Walking down the halls, where the lights feel so dim. Surrounded by people who are fake within. 5.5 years, wished I would've switched gears. Sitting with these people that I have to call my peers. I'm going insane, whether it's physically or mentally. Shattered or sane, don't know who to blame, but still keep writing, keep fighting in the night, even with the hate. Gotta get the shit right. Beefing with me, you gonna walk away defeatedly. All these verses, I've been dropping them repeatedly.
Made me go insane, girl, you made me lose my brain. Captivated in the pain, led with sorrow and some shame. This is not a game, but you treated me the same. Then I realized what you play, demon walking a parade.
So many things that you can do, and there's a lot of vegan people that don't even really think that they were at your funeral, and I don't even really know if you can vegan. Tell me there's a lot of vegan people that don't even really think that they just truly know freaking all the things that you know you're going, whether they're pooping out freaking shit out on the people that know that I'm freaking quick. I don't even like to know what they know, but I know that damn it, if I could only kept it good. I was freestyling though, so what do you expect? Alright. Alright, so we have an overall consistency in terms of the way that, you know, the chorus and, you know, verses are handled. It's a very kind of nonchalant kind of whatever kind of energy, just like I'm just, you know, sometimes there are artists who have a style where it's just like you always imagine them doing the videos where they're not even moving, they're just like staring at the screen while crazy shit happens around them, right? And I love those videos, I love those artists on the right production, you know, because it just allows there to be, you know, a little bit of humor with, you know, some dopeness or whatnot, right? But this one had, you know, some consistency within there across the board. There was a part of me that did feel like, did it need a switch up of energy, or maybe a jump into melodics or something like that, just to be able to switch it up for people, because sometimes repetition may get on certain people's nerves or whatnot if they feel like they can predict where you're going and things like that. Second half did change it up and do something different with it, so you know you have those two songs. Honestly,
put what you said.
And it's about 3 minutes and 42 seconds as well, so we had full on within there. P Real had a 10 on that, said I like the sound. And then who's that say, you know what I'm saying? And I went on the The remix. You said I spent 3 nights with this song, man. Well, listen, here's what I will freaking tell you guys, right? As artists, this is our job, right? And so if you really want to do something right, like, because some people will rush, they will not take more than 1 day. Like they'll barely take a day. They're like, you know, whatever I record here right now, that's the song I'm just gonna release, you know. And I appreciate those that are willing to take time, because, you know, you should want to perfect something. You should want to always think about, how can I better this track? How can I make it the best? Because at the end of the day, once you put it out there for everyone to consume, you know, depending on the record in full, you may show it to people more or less. If you end up not liking it because there's always this one thing that you heard that you could have changed, but you already released it, so you don't feel like going back again, you know, you're always gonna hear that, and you won't want to even send people that song. Or even if it comes to like a feature and you not liking what the feature did, always push them to be better if you can, or kind of, you know, you're gonna have to sometimes make those decisions to remove people from the song unless they can do a better verse, and then do the challenges that allow the best to kind of step up. That's when you're in those situations. But everybody should always be on that move to step things up, because your reputation, just overall as an artist, every single song you do is always on the line. If any one artist makes a song that's kind of what do you guys do? Like, Kendrick can be on top, Drake could be on top, they make one bad song or album, suddenly they're the worst rapper. They make it to some of the worst rapper lists and stuff like that. Like, you guys tore Lil Wayne a new asshole, man. With the last Carter, you guys literally kind of humiliated, you know, Wayne, and acted like nothing else he ever did mattered, right? Like, instead of being like, yeah, this Carter's alright, you know, I like these specific Carters in this order, and, you know, celebrate the things that you do like, and then if you have things that you want to critique, yes, do that. But you got to remember the pedestals that all these artists are on. We're basically held to those same standards, right? So every song you have to try to make sure that it's as best as can be. So that's a part of your reputation, right? Can anybody name an artist off top right now that you like 99% of their songs? Like, almost every record that they've released, you're like, I rock with that, I put on the playlist, right? And so, like, what artist that can you actually put every single song from the whole album, and then just put everything in one big shuffle and stuff like that? Yeah. Any genre, doesn't matter. What artist is like that for you? Is it Michael Jackson? Is it the Beatles? Is it Red Hot Chili Peppers, Nirvana, Evanescence, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, right? Like, who is that artist for you guys? Because we have to hold ourselves to that same standard. Why would it be any different? We have to make sure that everything we do is top notch, and if people are only hearing one song from us, they get a good gist of our talent and want to hear more, and then want to hear more, and want to hear more, and want to hear more. Bone Thugs, that's what's up. That's what's up. Bound, 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 bound. If you're gonna know, but you won't die. You said XXX, that's what's up. Okay. And let me see. See, that ain't even my favorite one. It just sounds the most professional. Okay. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. think for me, I can always find something dope in like Redman, Paramore, Goo Goo Dolls. Nirvana went up to a certain time, but like everything that I've heard from them, you know, I liked. You can kind of go through everything. Certain artists are, you kind of only look at the hits, and then there are those that like, nah, they made classic albums. You got to get the whole thing, and then like and take in the body of work that they have, right? I feel like eventually singles became way more important than the album, and the single was just like the pull to get you into the album, which was but that whatever the singles were, they had to be like that best thing. But we got to get back to like the whole thing being a full-on experience. That's why I always talk about like when Tierra Whack did the Whack World project. I will not let you guys forget that. Tierra Whack did a project called Whack World. I got you, Quest. Where basically she did an album. Each record I think was somewhere around like 1:20 or something like that. But she did videos to every single one of them. Some of them led into others, and I always have felt like that it's genius, right? Because it's an extra layer of like you really believing in your craft, giving people something visually and audio wise. And when it comes to videos, it's hard for us to not want to watch a series. If it's a like to be continued, and then like we can make a few different videos off that, or you know, like if you build things in a way where like we can't just do a reaction to one song off of your project, then you know you have something for people to work with. So Uncle Murder, nice call right there, man. Uncle Murder, shout out to Uncle Murder. He said Pox, CML, what's up? What's up, man? I'm still on Uncle Murder's bullet. Don't run, you can't hide from a bullet.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs, you know me.
Is it lagging or what?
I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be, just because.
Don't run, you can't hide from the something, and I rap in Brooklyn. All right, let's see. What is this? What did you do, Mr. Quest? Oh snap! Oh snap! Did you do a different?
We gang banging, and we twist a fingers. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. Oh yeah, we gang banging, and we twist a fingers. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff.
Bay, we got them dudes that bang they blocks, raise they glocks to aim and pop, no wasted shots. Got a whole lot of dangerous spots. You know them hoods can't find no place to park. Chase major guap, and I pray to God I die a motherfucking legend. Jordan, Caitlin, Clark. I think it's sexy with that rubber band wraps around. $50, $20 bills, man, we dancing now. I want the whole thing. Gritty, boy, I don't care. Mama never taught me here to sunny and shit. Want the whole thing. I want the whole thing. I want the whole thing. I want the whole thing.
Oh yeah, we gang banging, and we twist a fingers. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. Oh yeah, we gang banging, and we twist a fingers. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff.
I'm in that city where they gang bang and ride love. Big banger, keep it on me for survivor. We live that life where we die fast, not die slow. Tybo, out here slide with my eyes low. Pull up on them, how we wiggle, bitch, we bout that. Out that, Grind like every day's a bounce back. I hit up Steve, told my partner where the ounce at. Bout that, big paper, we gon' count that. Carry on, big double on your stereo. There we go, he ain't fucking with no hairy hoe. All I do is go, and go get some more. I got it from the bottom, got it from the flout.
Oh yeah, we gang banging, and we twist a fight. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. Oh yeah, we gang banging, and we twist a fight. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff. You know what? Let me do my stuff.
I don't know where you from, but where we from, my niggas breezy. Crime rate skyrocketed, the more niggas got needy. Homies keep telling me don't stop, the guy needs me. I get love in every section, even though I'm from the CD. It wasn't always easy, hell yeah, I had to earn mine. Shootouts, high speeds, op hunting in the late night. Caught one, but I'm not done, till they all gone. Pistol whip his homies teeth out and broke his jawbone. But nowadays, my young niggas running up the scope. I keep it on me in case these niggas try to play me close. I'ma turn you to a ghost is what you better know. Go play with something safe is where you better go.
Oh yeah, we gang banging, and we twist a fight. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. Oh yeah, we gang banging, and we twist a fight. Hanging out the window, it be big danger. You know what? Let me do my stuff. 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 Oh yeah.
So many things, and I don't know what I want to do, but I'm going to change. And sometimes I'm gonna say something and throw it away, everybody. All right, man. So I remember him sending that one, last stream. Hold on, let's give ourselves a little bit of a clap. Essentially, he's more worried about like the mix because he had something turned up a little bit more from the last one. Overall, I didn't even have a problem with the last one or whatnot, but this does feel like it has a fuller sound across the board or whatnot, right? As when we listen to the levels of each artist, you never want to feel like anyone goes like lower than the other artist or higher. It just has, those overall different states or whatnot. But I thought this was definitely a nice call, right? Straight up West Coast. Just missed to Dank, who had one of her own in the cusp but whatnot, always representing that sound as well. And like there are just certain records that come on that like make you wanna two-step or try to walk, you know what I'm saying, do your thing or whatnot, you know what I mean? Of course, not everybody is supposed to. Not everybody is supposed to, but when I say that there is something in certain people's spirit, I don't know if it's in everybody, but I did see a video. Like when everyone was on the Not Like Us craze, I saw a video of a Caucasian father with his little daughter, and she was freaking, she felt the need to like, crip walk and it just sometimes the music with just how it makes you feel, it's like there's a reason I think, we did it, ourselves or whatnot. And, it kind of, in a way, while it is a very tribal kind of thing, it also, I think now these days kind of brings people together or whatnot. So that has that vibe, like this a record you're going to bring to the cookout, you know what I mean? And have within there. Did you say you had plans to potentially do a music video to this? Because I 100% think that is something I would love to be in the cards, as who wouldn't, right? You got something, man, just like represent the feel, the look, the vibe. Represent the feel, the look, the vibe. You look outside, I don't know what to do. You know what I'm gonna do for that. I give it a key to open that. Hold on, I'm gonna see what you said in a second. Put these over these. I'm put these over these. And be stupid. Alright. And I said I'll keep paying till she likes one. And then Tell Mama likes. What did Tell Mama say? Said gangbang? Question mark. And then nope. Next one. Damn, man. Listen. So essentially, right? We gotta have that small conversation, right? You're not always going to win everybody over, right? What do you say? Yeah, that one had mystical vibes. You know, I dug it. That's what's up. You're not always gonna win everybody over, right? And the fun as an artist really is just in trying, right? Seeing who you can, get to like it. There are those within certain genres that, you want their acceptance. And then you also kind of want people outside of that acceptance. Sometimes you're not going to be able to get that, but there are ways to get there. Just being able to analyze why someone might not like it and figuring out if you even want to make those adjustments, whether or not for a future record or something like that, right? So if like you get a lot of critique about certain topics or something like that, it's people at least letting you know the things that for them turn them off. And everyone's going to be different, so figuring out different ways to say things and or go into those realms will often have different effects or whatnot. But it should always be fun nonetheless. When you go to any review show, even the ones that may like trash you 10 seconds or so in, like it builds the character. And you got to remember that everyone's going to have a different criteria for what they consider like a hit record, what should be on the radio, what should be in the clubs, what they could hear in a movie and things like that. And the other thing that we got to remember is there are people who notoriously passed on artists who eventually became big. And so they didn't know what to do with them. I remember Fat Joe saying like he passed on Eminem before he got his stuff sent to Dre, right? And initially it didn't mean that M was whack. It was just everybody who, if they're gonna take you on as someone on their camp, their label, like they're not gonna do it unless they know what they can do for you, like how they can market you, what type of beats that you would really sound good on, and how you would be if you have several records with you and that artist, right? We gotta remember, like, look, M and Dre signed 50, and then M has several records with 50 Cent, right? M has records with G Unit. M has records with Slaughterhouse, right? With pretty much, you know what I'm saying, everyone in there, and it's kind of the same thing as you go down or whatnot. All right, let me see. Let me go ahead and get back into the Feline. What do you say? The Reaganomics. Right? Then we're gonna have to create a new market. Right. I mean, when we talk about, I'm kind of sick of talking about AI and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna have the AI conversations unless an AI record comes to the show, and then it can always reset the things that we often say about those. But there are many times, right? Like today, I want to, just beforehand, right? For every artist and producer and band who is real, you don't use AI. You figure out a lot of things yourself. You write your own stuff. You perform your own records. For a lot of you, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing. And if anything, we do have to step it up a little bit. We have to kind of visually give people the sneak peek into our creation process, right? Because I think the less that people see people really in the studio or really creating their songs from scratch, doing it themselves, the less they're inspired to want to do things themselves. And so they immediately go to AI and have it help with everything. And we know, like, it doesn't make you cooler, even if the song is dope. If you did less work, that kind of removes a lot of the points, because the whole point of the reason why we love to give each other props is because we're able to see what we were able to truly create with our full-on creativity and ideas. And I cherish the fact that I was able to come across music at a time there was no AI, so I had to figure out how to make beats, how to write raps, how to record, go to the studio, see how that process was. And a lot of those things really made me appreciate what's up. You have 1 hour until bed, little one. Hold on, little one. Hold on. Cause hold on. Let me put we got Phil V in here with Garden of Guess Man. And let's see.
Hey. I'm not from here. Not at all. I take the language of earth, end up in it through multi-dimensions. I'm awkward and distant from humans, cause I know I'm really talking with spirits that's dark and sadistic in a bottomless pit that don't really want their consciousness lifted. The fall was predicted, the truth is here if y'all would just listen. We're all electric beings, I came back to spark your remembrance. My talking is cryptic, the human mind is all interference. That malware has your body encrypted, they ask if I am religious. I'm beyond the God of your scriptures, now stand up, stop asking God for forgiveness. They say I'm spitting blasphemous. I'm really splitting atoms while manipulating light that is being fractalized through crystal lattices. They show a smile, I always felt resentfulness in back of it. My rapping good, but can you find what's hidden in the packaging? This Jesus on that donkey back. My awakening caused me to have problems with the sleep like an insomniac. Source code where you find me at. I take everything that's ever been recorded and rewind it back. Stand for truth till I'm lying flat. You looking forward to a better future, living from a life of past memories. They say good vibes only with bad energy. Being skin deep has you reacting with rash tendencies. This body's just my craft to inhabit space. You food for thought, my mind's too advanced for your average taste. Until my spacecraft sent for me, I just used this space to craft symphony. Came to life the moment that death entered me. Found peace in the garden of Gethsemane.
Inside of the chimney, up inside of the roof, I don't even know what to do. I was here, then I freaking had it randomly disappeared, and then I had said poof. I don't even know what to do, but I never got the proof of that shit that I also wanted to tell you that I don't go to the dentist, but got a tooth that will hurt to the tooth for the.
Don't let your vacation rental and it's cool. Be invisible.
Keep swimming in your air. So, Phil V.
Phil V is one of the many artists that will come to the show and will consistently have conversations about the bar for bar artists, right? The artists who you feel like they put, like you can see them, you can almost hear them putting the pen to page, right? Writing, their lyrics as if it was a scripture, a kind of dope overall monologue, anecdotes, and stuff like that or whatnot. But to be able to do it in rap form, right? Like, he is an artist that if his name wasn't Phil V, I would have, and there wasn't an artist that was already called journalist and stuff. Like I would have, you know, wanted to give him that name because he gets in there bar for bar, but what he talks about is often, you know, things that enlight, and he's always in the right places with the bars. It's not, let me just say things and not even rhyme to the beat and stuff like that. Like, you make sure to get in that pocket. And you know, I futuristically, I want to be able to hear you with artists like a Griselda, you know, those within, you know, Slaughterhouse, Jedi Mind Tricks, you know, a Jada and stuff like that, Nas, all that. Yes, there is a queue, and within that queue, we have a free line and we have a skip line. Right now, we are in the free line, but now we are in the skip line.
I just need you to. Can you please just go? We all need pizza, so I make weird music. I got pizza if you need them. PayPal me. You see me on the playground, just yeah, I'm a dork, but I stay grounded. They call me in cause I stay clowned. You wanna stay down then.
Alright, quest. You had sent 2 more. This one is called J Blues. First of 2. Hold on, let me add the thing in here. It is free to submit to our show, but you can pay to skip that line or to get more than one of your records played back to back. Usually we play 1 per artist in the free line. So often when you see the multiple skips and stuff like that, you know, it helps you get more than that one, plus some in that back-to-back fashion. Why are you doing that? Let me see.
Looking for some answers I don't seem to find. Looking for a way, but I got to stay and grind. Cause I don't see a way out. The doors are closed shut. No windows are cracked and I'm in the middle of losing my mind. Can I quit it when I know that I'm with it? You leave me out in the cold and I have no control. Now you're bringing me down, 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 right down to the ground, ground, ground. I can't figure out what to do when I'm looking for a way out. What do you say?
Got your own like Amy Winehouse.
You don't have a clue. I don't have a direction. I'm just losing my mind. Can someone get me out of here? I want to leave this place, so get me out of here. I'm going insane.
Well, it's a cold world, shorty. It's your world, shorty. Hate me on Monday and Tuesday, you all up on me. You tired of crying for you, baby, time to get your mind sober. I ain't got time for your goofy ass bipolar. Oh, you bout to get them deuce fingers, 2 fingers. That means please get your shit out, won't see you later. First you pop a couple pills, then wallow in your sorrow. Then it's rest in peace to another Jack Daniels bottle. You got 99 problems, blaming me ain't one. I find it amazing that we ain't done. I'm baffled, I don't know how you do it. Every other week and find a reason just to lose it. It ain't healthy for you to be singing blues, miss. Shit, especially as pretty as you is. Sometimes you make me cry, sometimes you make me smile. I gave you an inch of pretty boo-boo, you took a mile. And no cap, you know I love you. But right now, you remind me of your mother.
What do you say? What do you do when you don't have a clue? I don't have a direction. I'm just losing my mind. Can someone get me out of here? I want to leave
whipping it and you listening to the shit when you listening to it and you up in there like kitchen with all the people who freaking thinking that they don't like want to go in the ocean with fish and shit and they fishing so freaking like when the fish come out freaking and they don't think that they licking it, or they also don't know if they in the kitchen with it because it's freaking cool and it's good. What did y'all think of that right there? Of course. You had it. You had your own Amy Winehouse. When it comes to like the main record, right? So what would you consider this? Like, are you basically featured on her record? Is she considered more of a sample? Comes with the beat, but has a verse within there, and then we come in and add our verse or whatnot. I've done that myself with certain records. Overall, like my mind always goes to, can we go out and perform these records live, right? And if we do, are we going to be able to bring the artists, all the artists that we're hearing on the record, to that performance, right? As again, everyone who becomes a fan, like they want to know. You think people didn't want it's the Thuggish Raggish Bone, like, you know what I mean? Like she's my favorite part of that freaking song, and so if I go to a Bone Thugs concert, like I'm gonna expect to see her there, right? Like you can have replacements and all that stuff, but like it's not gonna be the same if it's not one-to-one that artist, right? Which is also why I don't tend to recommend people try to do those, AI chorus situations, like just because we're hearing an artist that then doesn't exist at that point, regardless of if you use your voice to bring it to life and then, it just becomes another artist. There will be that just like, man, I wish it was a real person. I give you a scenario, right? Imagine Avant and Kiki, right? You know what I'm saying? My First Love, that collab that they did. Yes, it's a cover of a song, but they brought it to another level where you just, fell in love with their version of the song. But like, if the song was Avant's record and he wrote Kiki's part and performed it and then used AI to pretend he was a female artist that then is on the you know what I mean? Then the female doesn't exist. We don't get to see the performance of for real them two performing live. And then whoever does do that live performance with them is gonna be some random person. And so like there's this element that when it comes to AI, we want people to watch out for. Try to like really do things with a reference kind of form of thought in those aspects. Work with real artists that you can literally kind of perform live if it becomes a big hit, because those are the things that we don't know, kind of what's going to happen. But I think it makes you think of the music videos, the live performances. That's what I know I want from any of my records, just for people to want me to do anything with them or to enjoy the songs that they hear. Let's see what his second choice is, which is Miss Dorky. Miss Dorky. Dorky in Gabbana.
I just wanna take you away. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire.
Gotta fly her out. That's what's
This
up.
has its own magic. No cap. I wanna know who you is. Heads turn soon as you scroll in this bitch. I got my blinker on, dipping in your lame miss. I'm real curious, what your name is. Walk up in here like you're famous. I'm just saying, miss. Looking like that, I bet $100 grand if you're dangerous. Mama said never trust her. Big butt and a smile, don't be a sucker. Well, forgive me today, mama, I'm going against the grain. Overwhelmed by this little sexy thing. She fancy, girl, she can make a penny blank. Wrapped in luxury brain, she got a Fendi game. Ooh, looking like she all-star everything. I'm talking out the ballpark every swing. Flow steeds, girl, you trying to catch a game? Acting all goopy in the front row, penny lane.
Cabana, wanna hop inside my 6'4",
truck into a low rider. Miss Dolce, Gabbana, wanna hop inside my 6'4" Impala. Tell your babysitters you gon' be a tad bit late. Hop in, but watch that candy paint. I put that 2-piece on her, hit her with that Gucci Prada. Baby wanna know if she my hoe or my baby mama. I told her be the solution, girl, don't be the problem. Put miles on my ride and put smiles on your face. Girl, you look so fly, won't you come up to my place? Hey, can't wait to get away. You plus me equals vacay. I just wanna take you out and give you everything that you've been shorted on, without a doubt. These other niggas ain't right, they groupies. I don't wanna be a Charlie Brown or your Snoopy. I mean, dude ain't right, he's bootsy. I'm the one that gets that coochie juicy. Who's the motherfucking top dog, big hog, me, Don C. Everybody know what's up, y'all. Miss Dolce, Gabbana, wanna hop inside my 6'4" Impala. You in Oakland, booty could do a whole lotta. Turn a monster truck into a low rider. Miss Dolce, Gabbana, wanna hop inside my 6'4" Impala. Tell your babysitters you gon' be a tad bit late. Hop in, but watch that candy paint. Miss Dolce, Gabbana.
Dolce Gabbana, I wanna like go into the freaking store and buy every single purse in this bitch for your mama. And I don't even know what to do, but I'm cool. Freaking all of y'all know that I wanna cause drama for a second, then I like uncause the. So man, this one feels like a single, you know, as well. Something that would, you know, I'll say like both of them have that element of, hold on, put this in there. I had an album series that, you know, anytime I wanted to make a rap meets kind of R&B record, right? Me rapping, and then like often it was me sampling like the known records, the like, you know, R. Kelly, you know, Avant, John B, some Aaliyah, or you know, something like that, and then making a beat with it, paying homage to it, and like in my head it's always been that when I sample something, it's like, let me show people some of my favorite songs. This is like my playlist, but then also me being a part of it, trying to make a song. But like, so for ex-girlfriends, essentially, just like being the inspiration behind the projects, like whoever I was kind of with, you know, if I felt like writing a song for them, some of those songs would end up on the projects, and then eventually I would get other artists who like went to my school or that I would meet, you know, on the bus or anything like that, on the projects as well. If I met good artists that rapped, and you know, and I wanted to involve them in something, I would either get them on a feature, or if they had records that fit the criteria, I'd, you know, see if they wanted to put that on the project for that extra, you know, kind of promotion or whatnot. And anytime I hear a new record that kind of fits that criteria, right, it always makes me jump back into that remembrance of like, do I want to do another one? Do I want to do another Lovesick album? And you know, when you show that you can do certain type of records, right? Because I love themed albums and things like that. Anytime you show that you can do certain things, it opens that door for you to be involved in other situations. That same thing goes for like live performances, right? If you have any, like, I challenge you guys to make, right, eventually, like, just take your records and like do a genre flip, right? To where like you, okay, so if I were to go in front of a rock crowd, you know, with any of the records, what would I do? What are the electric guitar elements that I would have in there? Would we turn it into a punk rock, you know, kind of record, heavy metal? You know, what fits it if it were to be something like that? And if it's not you performing it, right? Like, if somebody loves your record, it doesn't matter what artist, what genre, they will do a version of it. If it's just them playing acoustic guitar, if it's them with a full-on band, and you know, they want to do that, like, we've seen it. We've seen bands do. Like, all right, let me do Michael Jackson. Let me do, you know, this and that. And these days, like, people kind of think we want to see it with AI. You know what? I'll ask you guys, right? What would you rather hear when it comes to artist songs being done differently within entirely different genres and eras and sounds, right? Do you want to hear those random AI versions of it where it's more, you know, again, there's someone's kind of programming it to do it, but you don't get the work from the actual artist? Or do you actually want the artist to take the initiative to do those records themselves and then be able to really have full-on, you know, ownership of the fact that they were able to take it to that level? I think if I, again, man, we always get in that conversation. We always get in the conversation. We always get in the conversation. You said I'm back, man. Hey, what's up, man? Hey! He's back. Let me see where I am going back in the line. I tell you that okay, so we got that Mad Max. We got that Mad Max you was talking about, Paul, man. Listen, we gonna see what it is, yo. We gonna see what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Okay. I see what up. What up? What up? What's poppin'? What up? What up? What up? I would have been talking or something. Yeah, y'all already know what it is. Check this out.
This one day I was walking, wicked world walking. Looked to my left, thought I heard someone talking. All these voices, no choices, they just keep speaking, telling me where to go. All their answers keep leaking.
You want to keep ownership?
To a gateway, a demonic dimension. I turn around, I'll be back, call the homies, and I mention I found an escape, the truth from under the lies, the secrets of life, and now everything's disguised. Now I realize, conquer your mind and use more than 10%. Understand the unseen.
I'll talk about it after the song.
Corresponding to the law of mentalism, the universe is your mind. Take a step back, cause I can make it rewind, or I can make it my mind. Attention and attraction, I'll be looping toward reaction. Just a fraction or a fragment of my mind states conditioned by your universe, and pretty soon the world will be missing by the ways of what's written. Soon they'll make you, mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least. Soon they'll make you, mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least.
He said,
soon they'll make you, mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least. Soon they'll make you, mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least. I've been gone, no hope for me, but hopefully it's not the Pope you see, it's the Pope, I guess. And the president and the government and all of the press, they got me trapped in this motherfucking life of stress, and I can't deal with it, so can't deal with it. I ain't the host, I'm the ghost, my rap's real with it. Yeah,
I don't like how it feels like all the vocals are just coming from the sides.
Never on commercial. I don't know what I need, so on your brains I feed. And I don't know who I am, so by the God I'm damned. And I don't know where to go, where the spirits flow. I spit the truth in that mad shit, so hear it, ho. Soon I'll make you, mark you.
Hear it,
ho. Save your soul, save your children at least. Soon I'll
take your soul, save your
children. Save your soul, save your children at least. Soon I'll make you, mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least. Soon I'll make you, mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least. I'm destructive, that's why they try to hold me back and put me under. Who really created life? That's a question to wonder. Why is there lightning with no thunder? Why is
am I the only one that feels like like this almost should be a Bone Thugs record. Like I feel like this should be Bone Thugs on here, and then you know what I mean? Like I'm missing.
Rain melting my skin, I must get in the bunker. Oh, I'm dying, I'm trying to survive. Radiation got the scrud, fuck the Freemason, everything, especially currency, so evil. Torture motherfuckers, bad, yes, well, I'm taking this music to another level. Let you know about the devil, push out America. I stare at ya, I aim my pop at the enemy. Take you out like John F. Kennedy, my intoxicated remedy. Soon they'll make you
My intoxicated remedy. I feel like there should be a lot more personality in there.
Soon they'll make you mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least.
He said,
soon they'll make you mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least. Soon they'll make you mark you with the beast. Save your soul, save your children at least. And it was written.
What was written, bro? What was written?
It's all one big story, you know.
Okay. One big story. It don't really matter where we go and pick. If you don't like the song and you think it boring, you don't even really know what happened when the rain it pours, and then I don't even know if you have even like. All right, man. Let's go over here and hit this. Okay, so I do feel like there is potential in this song, but there could be more to the performance, right? Like it had that vibe of like him wanting to tap into an almost like 90s style, right? Which I like that style still. But I think he has to put more kind of you know, just oomph into everything that he says. Like often we talk about you know, the very first performance that a lot of us honestly do for our records isn't necessarily the best. If we take the first time and then you look at that as like, okay, that's me at least getting it down so I know what everything is gonna sound like, and then you know, let you sit with that for about a week or so. Truly he'll listen to it and kind of try to perform it in and out, practice like with just the beat and stuff like that, and then go in and really give a real performance version of it, right? So then that people can you know, feel in that way. But overall, you know, and it's I've heard better from him. So I feel like he definitely can have, you know, a better overall outcome. You said like old school boom bap.
What's that song about gangsters moving all sneaky like?
Benjamin also said it like this. Then different, not drill or rap, but it keeps me listening. 7.5 or something like that, man. That's a good score, especially for a 3-verse centric record. There are those that say, nah fam, let me not do a 3-verse like most artists today. I think you guys will stop at like 2. You know, you do 2 the most, and we're lucky if we get a chorus coming back in before you end the song. Like some of y'all just end it after that, whatever the last verse is, and we're like, man, like listen, your chorus is the bread and butter of your track, right? It's the one thing that like people are not gonna learn your verses the first few times that they hear the song. That's gonna take some time of, you know, for us, repeat listens. Some people gotta write things down and learn it just the way that, you know, you did. But the chorus is that one thing that every artist has as the anchor, that for the people who are hearing it, if you're asked tomorrow about a song from the show and someone wants to know, oh man, you remember that song from yesterday? And then they like, you know, they kind of word it in the chat, or if they are saying it in person, you know, that chorus is the thing you're going to remember first because it can be repeated throughout a record. You can play it at the beginning of the song, after the first verse, after the second verse, if you're doing a third verse, after the third verse, right? And you can even do it twice after the third verse, then let the beat ride out. If you're, you know, being special. But yeah. Third Eye Tribe with For the Tribe. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, yo.
For the tribe, I would do what I have to. If I have to, I make you an example. Move when I'm better than my troops in attack mode. New in the rules, see the group it's attached to. Hear the battle cry, see the cattle die. When we attack, enemies better strategize. Taking shrooms like I'm through with existence. Tribe on my side, see the plume in the distance. That's us, masked up in that war paint. Murder was the foreplay, cannibal with the gourmet. Dripped out, I'm rocking the bone necklace. Kings of this rap shit, nobody on the throne next to us. You fuck with us, you causing your own exodus. Y'all known replicas, bars so effortless. Watch, nobody can really do it like us. We making moves and maneuvering up. Do it for the tribe.
I've never heard a bad version.
Wanted the party, we volunteered.
Do it for the tribe. Make sure you hear us loud and clear. Is it near? Is it hot? Yeah. Do it for the tribe.
Okay, we already in. You see?
We volunteered.
Do it for the tribe.
I ain't heard this kind of sound in years. Here's a little something for your ears.
For the tribe, I will do what is necessary. Whatever it takes to make sure in the end we legendary. I'll go to war with anyone who wanna handle business. And you gon' have to defend yourself if you stand in witness. I plan to get it for the tribe, we back for bags of riches. Abandoned, I'm adding digits like mathematicians. Kicking raps and spitting, we back up in this. They clap and listen, we've been tapping into a level high as the abolitions. They mad we getting our roses way before we die. I'm fortified in this shit, everything I do is for the tribe. A normal life ain't enough to get support, so I'll leave it mortified. Hit you from the sky like golden eye. Keep it going, I won't slow down. The whole crowd so loud, cause the show sold out. We throw down for each other, and I mean that. It is us versus everyone, and you can see that we do it for the tribe.
You feel that there's a vibe in here. They wanted the party, we volunteered.
Do it for the tribe. Make sure you hear us loud and clear. Is it near? Is it hot? Yeah. Do it for the tribe.
You feel that there's a vibe in here. They wanted the party, we volunteered.
Do it for the tribe.
They ain't heard this kind of sound in years. Here's a little something for your ears. You either tribe or you pray. Don't get in our way. We blood eagle our enemies and put them on display. I've been tripping on shrooms for the last 3 days. Open up my third eye, now I'm at peace, okay? Disturb that. We come in for your clan, taking claim of your lands in the name of tribesmen. If it's us against them, it was never them. We war ready, you were dealing with some veterans. Tribal council gets called, we the first ones there. The 3 chiefs put the peace pipe in the air. Are you prepared for what we about to do? It's a jungle out there, can you make it through? For the tribe, it's nothing I wouldn't do. So if you with us, then it's the same for you. Our tribe's women too, shake your dairy, yeah. Screaming loud for the world to hear.
Do it for the tribe.
You feel that there's a vibe in here. They wanted the party, we volunteered.
Do it for the tribe. Make sure you hear us loud and clear. Is it near? Is it hot? Yeah. Do it for the tribe.
You feel that there's a vibe in here. They wanted the party, we volunteered.
Do it for the tribe.
I ain't heard this kind of sound in years. Here's a little something for your ears.
Do it for the tribe.
Listen, that's how you make a good chorus, a little anthem kind of situation, right? So, Third Eye Tribe is a group. Charlie Knight, Dirty B, and Jay, you know, it's always dope to see what they do together, right? For a few reasons. We always talk about the fact that, you know, we don't have a lot of groups as much, right? We'll have solo artists who, like, you know, when they feel like it, they may create like little super group kind of situations, you know. But to get back to having another like Locks or D12 or Onyx or, you know, something like that, like it feels refreshing because all these different aspects, I think like we're in that era where it's okay to tap into nostalgic aspects of many different things, right? We talk about the fact that with movies, right, we've loved to watch our beloved characters from our favorite franchises come back and step back into the roles of, you know, the characters we once know and love. Some have been more successful than others, and you know, there's always, you know, criticism to be had, but it's dope when the films and the TV shows do things like that. Even some of the animation will often tap into their earlier iterations or whatnot. For those that are not necessarily a fan of Teen Titans, and they may be from the era that liked Titans, which were a more, you know, adult kind of driven version of the team, there were episodes where they met that older, you know, iteration of themselves, and you know, kind of teamed up in episodes and things like that. Whenever that happens, it kind of allows you to, you know, appreciate the content. Now, getting back to music, you know, hip hop to the core, straight bars. After Dirty B's verse, I was already in the mindset of, you know, just simply letting you guys know that, like, I've never heard a bad verse from Dirty B. Like, he is a lyricist, an MC, very bar centric, gets in there, often produces a lot of the beats that they hop on. I'm not sure if he did this one. Charlie, you can let me know on that. What's up, Evie? Evie trying to get up here. She like hello? Hello? I feel like you're just gonna want to jump down. Hold on. Yeah, man. Okay, there you go. Chill out, relax. Hold on, man. Hold on. What you say? Detroit sound, right? And I like that one. Shout out to Quest. And you said. He said I don't request payment. Hold on, Harmony, man. Hold on. And he said sounds like Mad Dog McGraw and so like that. Listen, shout out to Town Mama for knowing who Mad Dog McGraw. Listen, I'm talking about Mad Dog McGraw. She's over here like, look at my hand when I'm trying to type it. Stop it. Listen, I'm trying to get it in right now, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Maybe I type this right now. Alright, so just for people to know the reference. Alright, I'm gonna just play a little bit and then my daughter's asking a question.
Turn your text to page 145. Today's lesson is on the best shit talker alive. Michigan is where he resides, but we can't trace his birthplace. He's built like Aaron Donald, but look like Shrek in the face. I know holds bar wordsmith that cherishes his God-given gift. So he gives you nothing but that raw, hardcore shit. In a land full of gimmicks, fraud, scams, and sin, he bucks the trend and serves you that premium blend. Robust and full of flavor, no need for sugar or cream. Once it enters your bloodstream, you get a feeling so serene.
And so, Mad Dog McGraw.
Yes, we can use our imagination.
And Charlie Knight.
Alright. What if I had superhuman powers? I was strong like the Hulk or fast as the Flash. What if? Imagine if I had $1 billion, I was richer than T'Challa, Batman, and Iron Man. Cha-ching. Picture me being a power.
They almost have just like slight, you know, similar like voice signatures or whatnot. You know what I mean? In the same way where like I can tell the difference between them in the same way where I can Action Bronson and Ghostface Killer. Like there have often been people who say they sound just alike, but I think I can tell them apart more than, you know, Designer and Future, man. I remember when that was a thing. No. All right, let me go over here. No, that doesn't mean yes. You gotta read the room. No means no. No means no, okay? Oh, okay. All right, let's see what we got next. Thank you. All right. I gotta be able to plop this over here. See, what are you doing? Are you trying to get comfortable? Do that. But let me drag this over. There you go. Relax. Chill out, even. Okay.
Fortnite Chapter 7
is a vibe. I think there's something unique about this chapter that we haven't seen in Fortnite.
I think there's something unique about this chapter.
Let me stop. All right.
Going back and forth, you know what I'm saying? We
Matty
still getting money
Boy.
in 2025 and never
Oh,
felt
this is
so
the one
alive.
featuring Burner, right?
Matty, what's happening? Yeah. You getting trapped money, and you stack money, and really have money? Huh. Don't act funny. Burn, burn.
Acetone and some water, bring the pound back. My bitch know that I'm cooking cause she found packs. Bathroom dope came in boulders, couldn't smoke the trash. I hit it with the tone and made it broken glass. Motel 6 in Pinot where we kept a lab. Separate rooms, one for cooking, one for stretching bags. Enough dope to have a turtle out there running laps. Big shards and loud cars and how a trapper lasts, bitch. Be quiet and reserved, don't let the haters know your worth. When you coming up from nothing, flamboyance is a curse. Causing chaos in the streets, another homicide. Homies might have mourned your life, but only mamas cried. Grand Theft Auto's Contra Costa, but in real life, baby mamas robbing mamas for a pill high. ADX, Supermax really live like this. Circumstances how we get like this.
You know the code, stack a mill and never tell us so. Drug dealers, but still knocking on heaven's door. Certified in the streets, even if we never blow. They gon' still label us the realest if we ever go. A couple thousand on the truck, I bet we get them sold. We took them losses on the chin, but we ain't never fold. I take these secrets to the grave, shit you'll never know. Bet it be at least 100 shots if we ever go.
Extended stay for weeks, I'm dirty like the bed sheets. I wouldn't let the maze in. I'm eating, let the bread speak. From bales of brick weed to crops on the mountaintop. My hands hurt, I count a lot. I found a spot that's booming like a crack block. We really let the pack talk. He turned around twice in a week. I gave him half off, lemonade and angel dust. I was on one in Arizona, robbing homes, trying to pop some. We were selling coke back then. It had a pink tint, ride around with a blackout. I don't need 10. We run plays from here to the shop. Maddie sent a truck. I'm trying to move blow again. Hope they don't set me up. I got $1.5 million on the floor, but I needed more. Got it with me everywhere. I don't need a store. Old schools and Maybach trucks. We really live like this. I'm losing friends. How I get like this?
You know the code, stack a mill and never tell us so. Drug dealers, but still knocking on heaven's door. Certified in the streets, even if we never blow. They gon' still label us the realest if we ever go. A couple thousand on the truck, I bet we get them sold. We took them losses on the chin, but we ain't never fold. I take these secrets to the grave, shit you'll never know. Bet it be at least 100 shots if we ever go. Yeah.
What up, Burn? We bringing that 2004 dope into 2025, you heard? Kaz, I see you. Keep running that shit back. Double up them profits.
Burner, you mean? Or are you talking about a looks like a beamer and stuff like that? What are you talking about? My God, bro! Can you take these up? Take it. Big salute, man. You know what I'm saying? Often I get videos from Matty Boy, and you know, we get to see solo stuff from him. He always has the quality within the standalone videos that I see from him, so I would expect nothing less when he's going in and doing a record with that of Burner. And shouts to freaking Burner or whatnot, right? Burner is another artist who, you know, I've heard, over the course of the past few years or whatnot, when I started getting into more of the 420 centric artists like him and like Dizzy Wright at the time. Be Real was, you know, still popping off a lot more or whatnot, and they've always kept that button on the like 420 centric appreciation music, and I've always appreciated that, right? He, you know, takes every track that he gets on, you know, serious, even with a kind of chill demeanor when he raps. He kind of always is on the right things that doesn't kind of require him to get in there and really be more aggressive and loud. Like, you know, he's not one of those kind of artists. He, like, again, we assume, you know, stoner rappers are always on one, so to speak. And so with that, you know, if you cut up, you know, 24/7, you would expect anyone to be a little bit more down to earth, you know what I mean, in their energy. As Snoop is, right? When have you ever heard Snoop like yell, right? Be like on some 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying, shit. So same thing with Devin the Dude. He's a little bit more tame and chill. Earl Sweatshirt, there was one point where he was like, you didn't even want to wake up and record your shit, man. You just half sleep.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform.
That was yo,
homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
Shit, them all been, you know what I'm saying? Always good to see you. Always good. Alright, let me see who we got next up. Let me pick Doobie Pop Figure next up, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
looked a lot
Every
different.
day I get hot, then I walk in the
started
sky,
my degree
then I don't know if I ever survive every day. You gonna lie? Ralphie Red with.
Are you feeling better?
I don't feel too bad. I think I'm gonna be okay.
You may
Here's
feel
Johnny.
okay, but you took a bad
Here's
beating.
Johnny,
He's the
man.
Ralphie Red. Fuck the government, fuck Michelle Obama and all the Trumpers simps.
Oh my
Hold
God.
hands with gloves like oven mitts, combusting tips.
That just be
Hollow heads
bad,
mesh
that.
your trucker fit. Up and lift the baby 9 deagle. Everything I write's evil. Serial killer inspired sequel. Disconnect from blind sheeple. Fuck the mice people. I'm half but still don't trust white people. Supply diesel to rig shooters. Grip Ruger crib looter. 6-shooter Florida squid mover. Love thick chicks with big hooters. Dirty foots to the rich cougars. Pay your split on nut up in this bitch like fixed cooter. Peaceful if the peaceful like a fully equipped Buddha. Pussy lip abuser. We call your bitch Miss Tuna. Spin with the Glock 26 Luger. Cook with a full pot. I'm a 30 clip shooter. Dirty cig juicer. Early hit introducer. Selling 2 pearly sniff users. Now only stems I deal with concern with computers. It's fucking Johnny.
Like that thing where you don't even know what the hell you about to do, but I'm sitting on the floor, listen, talk, I don't know what the hell that is, but I do.
Fuck the government, fuck Barack Obama, fuck Jimmy Carter. I'ma piss on the spiritual aura. I'ma spit on a menorah, don't get hit in the fedora.
It is follow them right into the fire.
Been across the map like Dora. On my way back to bring wisdom to the Goyim. Don't be concerned with who I am, cause I am him. Throwing blows with the iron chin. You forsake a law like Pontius Pilate did. You should fear the lamb. Run up here to iron blam. They have my phone wired in the can. Been wild since I can stand. Know your wife, she love to sniff the tan. And take a stiff one, leave her in a trance. I ain't with that pussy trans shit. Come on, be a man, bitch. Known to get a ban from the hand switch. The game got a spam glitch. We could beef over bread like a man witch. Promise you don't speak the language to understand this. Nakapishi una mazda. The bread come first like a sandwich. On my lap I keep a bad bitch and she loaded, fully automatic.
Fully automatic, listen dog, I don't know how the hell I got up in the attic. And I'm sitting here and I don't like really think I should backflip, cause I can't do that. And I don't like think that I'd be the actress, but if I did, then it's lots of lifetime. But I wanted to tell y'all that freaking they gon' come after you. You don't do your taxes, and I also like wanna like tell people that freaking don't even know what the hell they gon' do when they relaxing, they chilling, and they be just on their back. And I also don't know what the hell I'm doing. I spit in raps and I'm not that whack, so I keep going rhyme and I freaking try it. I need to go on a diet because all these MCs I'm meeting are freaking, I don't know why, but I'm always like telling y'all that I need to get all the freaking like things out of my. Hey! Sir! Okay, so this made me think if any of us were on this song, right? You know, I think the constant was you know, in the beginning they kind of both was like, you know what, fuck this person, fuck this. I'm just gonna say, you know, say shit, you know, outright or whatnot, right? Often, you know, certain things will be a little bit of shock value content, you know, depending on, you know, what side you lean and things like that. So that will be like a hot button thing for certain people, right? And I think in times even like the uneducated for things like when people are on different sides, when they're at odds with opinions, it's often because either they had a different upbringing or they have a different understanding of the situation. There's also a lack of all the information in certain situations, right? We can be kind of duped into supporting something and only be shown what they want us to see in certain aspects. So there's all these different you know, corners that you know, we can play with, right? But yeah, it made me think about like, man, okay, so if we all had to adhere to that, what would you be like F this and F that before you go into more of the verse? Both of them killed it in terms of, you know, the bars and overall performance. Bold choice though. Bold choice, man. Certain people, man, I'm like, you know, you hate this person, but like outright saying it, you know, means you gotta act in person, you know, at least to the people that feel like, you know, if you say something, you know what I'm saying, you gotta mean it. Let me see what we got next, and then I'm gonna look in the skip line, okay? Give me a segundo, and thank you for y'all patience, access. We got you.
Young fan,
Month through sun, I stay with heat. Hell gon' freeze over if I rest in peace. SSDD, rinse and repeat. Back to the future, light speed, occupied presently. Past tense, about to scream. Past the weed, probably need to hug a tree. No roots, that's deep. Peasants, posing as kings, witches swearing they queens. I could tell you'll sing, gon' wanna hear a peep. Little rat, not a squeak, smile, say cheese. In the trap, freeze, put your hands where I can see. Fuck you and the police, practice what I preach. Lord forgive me, by all means keeping the peace. If it ain't one thing, you know how it be. Only human being can't trust the soul, let alone the streets. What lies beneath, honestly you wouldn't believe. Just know one thing, better come correct. Exactly. Not short or close to. Exactly. No if and a buts. Exactly. Or that's your ass. Exactly. Lately, I ain't been on none. Hella Mary in a blunt, Lil Shine in the cup. So what? I'm grown as fuck. Perfect, far from, but in God I trust. Evil, fear no such. So out of touch, vessel not so much. Oh well, only live once. It's alright, but this tough. Good show, no love. Hate for what? I'm happy, you shit out of luck. Called your bluff, then hung up. Prank a wankster, this a banger. You in danger, wanker. Get your rank up, keep it player. Slayer, can't save her, let them take her for the greater good. Did you a favor, say the crocodile tears. See you later, gator. Things got stranger, mouth breather, get your inhaler. Aye, where are the Power Rangers? Talking to you, big head, no brainer. Better come correct.
I don't know how I feel about this record, man.
Exactly.
It's like I'm in and out.
No if and a buts. Exactly. Or that's your ass. Exactly. Y'all act like you never seen a brother before.
Part of me
Jaws
wants
on the
to
floor
mix
like
the
Ike
song.
and Tina just burst through the door. Swear I heard that before. Too late already hit record. Still cause I'm bored, not cause I'm bored. You don't want a battle, let alone a war. Draw my pen quick as the sword. Ball in my court, be a good sport. Can't ignore the point I'm making. Been here before. Scores in 7 years ago was a saying word. Superb, it's the return of the Anunnaki. Jesus, Yeshua, somebody. For now it's just me. Same OG, was a newbie, still ain't peaked. Just know the top higher than the fiend. On the first end or 15th, paid in full, tax exempt. Oh, you bullshit. What sorcery is this? Curses, ain't that a bitch? Doggone it, it is. Better come correct. Exactly. Not short or close to. Exactly. No if and a buts. Exactly. Or that's your ass. Exactly. With all due respect, plus interest, y'all some bitches. Needless to say, had to mention maggot state, going through shit, feel my pain, joined at the hip. Pardon my language, fuck my lips.
I don't
read
know,
my lips.
man.
No, I'm pissed off if I missed the toilet, whatever that meant. It made sense. Left ain't been right since. Tis, ignorance is bliss. I'm convinced it's a trick, magic bullet, hit or miss me.
Nah, I gotta hit that button, man. I gotta hit that button. Which one do I want to go to, man? We'll go to this.
I think that I'm the only dork here who's laid in a brain. I gotta ask my freaking doctor what it takes to be strange. I will hit you fucking rappers in the face with a cane while you on a fucking train watching snakes on a plane. I just... I don't know what the hell happened.
Where's the gunship?
So, like, you gotta put more, I don't know, like, there's part of me that, like I said, I want to mix it so it's, you know, better in that end. But then there's part of me that feels like you come at this record with kind of a whatever kind of mind state when it comes to like the energy. I've heard a lot better records, you know, from you on, I think, the right combination of beats that really allow you to stand out in the right way. But this one felt like you were too playful for the energy that we were hearing in there. And then if we had like maybe a little bit of a better mix, it might sit in a different place or whatnot. I mean, I was entertained by just kind of like where you were going, you know, here and there, just you know, structurally, but then, you know, it did feel like you were more or less just kind of playing around with it. Now, again, I'm in that cloth. That's my genre, though. I love to be very playful myself. However, I don't like to do like the non-energy kind of stuff. Like when you listen to my stuff at all, right? You know what I'm saying? I guess I got to give y'all examples. My energy is usually somewhere around here.
This is from the first Gears of War. There's a nurse inside of a hearse in the floor. There's a thirst whenever I curse at a dog. Go to work, play Rihanna's work, then move on. Okay. See, you can find me blasting bugs with the Delta Squad. I've never supported a movement unless I built the cause. I know your girl's a freaking beast, cause when we made love, she growled my freaking name 30 times before I felt her claws.
Right.
No concentration from Chris, I need
Right, I'm in there. Let me throw this one in right here, whatnot, man. And I get into choruses.
See, homie, this is Planet of the Apes. You can find me chilling on the canopy in space, breaking into the zoo just to stand up in the place. You don't want it with us when the cannon's in your face. We breaking all the rules, breaking all the rules.
Appreciate that.
I say you gotta move, then you gotta move. You know you gotta do what you gotta do. This is Planet of the Apes. This is not a zoo. Yo, aliens and applesauce. You just let the apes out of the cage, and now they all about to come after y'all, trying to take a page from the book of dead and plaster y'all all over the booth and bring you back to life with magic dolls. I know you can't stand it. What you gonna do when your planet's gone? See, I got a UFO, so you know I'll be standing strong. I ain't even gotta reach for my pistol or grab a bong, smoke it, then I'll throw it like it's a Pokemon Dragon Ball. Wait, Let me change it up, rearrange my verse, cause I don't think that it's strange enough. I feel like I'm on angel dust, going round in circles like I'm spinning on a plate of cups. Man, this beat is easy for me to rip like a Play-Doh truck made of puffs.
You know what I'm saying, though? All right, let's go ahead, and I think we have an Insta skip that we gotta plug in. Thankful for me putting the thing on this side. I just have to not move it too much.
Sorry, did you say you were bumping Atari? That's a game system, hey listen, are we gonna play all these games at the party? While the people are drinking Bacardi. See the look on my face, I'm retarded. Man, I'm dumb and will say shit regardless. What you think I will pee on your garden? I'm a dork and I hope you ain't fucking offended. Man, I've been a rapper since I was pretending that I was a rapper, but I was just kidding. But actually, after that, man, I was spitting shit really. This isn't nonsense if it isn't silly. Man, what the dilly with chili from TLC? Man, I'll clean my whole ass with a seashell. Debo don't punch her, you know that's a female. I'm chilling.
So he sent a beat.
What the hell are you offering me? After all you did, I think you better go away. You better go away. Maybe I seem so naive, but I don't let you do this thing. I won't forgive you anything, anything. Pay, 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 pay.
What up, Private Press? Welcome back. Happy holidays, huh? You get it? All the times I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it. Said, like the intro, you like the intro, you like Nintendo, cause they are at this time, man. Hit the like. Thank you.
Better go away.
right, so every now and then we come across different producers that we are reminded that your fellow producer can be an artist as well. Sometimes it's more about the production that's done than an artist really being in there making a full song or whatnot, right? So the vocals aren't the artist, right? In the same way where, again, if you listen to something from Deadmau5 or Marshmello, Skrillex, often it's their production. Sometimes they will work with an artist or whatnot, but it's still something from their album, not the other, way around. And it's about the DJ / production aspect that they can bring to the table, their style of combination of sounds and beats that they use, and then with the branding, a lot of them did a good job. I'll say like Deadmau5 has been the one to probably have the best brand ever, because he was the only one. Think about it. Think about all the people who have a certain brand out there and how he has actually been able to have multiple different like Deadmau5 helmets, right? So there's one that looks like a zombie, there's one that looks like a straight up robot that lights up and does things, there's one that looks like a Pac-Man, kind of freaking head, there's one that, what I mean, but it all has that Deadmau5 aesthetic. And then there are people who made their own custom ones, but when you see him in all of them, it's like something that one could collect, if you will or whatnot. And often big salute to that. I thought the production was nice on here, and you guys got a couple your beats with some potential visuals and stuff, right? I think that's the missing element in here, to where we're just watching, like, basically it's your chance to do something artistic when it comes to the visuals, right? So you take somebody, go to locations and kind of have them walk around those locations, just think about the many other videos that you've seen, and it's not about whoever's in the video being the artist, right? Because if you want to be in it, that's up to you, but you can create the canvas that is a visual short film behind something like that. Then it can get out of there or whatnot. Let me see, we have cinematics, free skip, I think. Let me see.
I'm floating in the air, drifting all alone in the zone, and I don't care. Please leave me alone, everybody leave me there, 'cause I'm high.
I have to undo and redo that again. What is this? Block Giants. Bruh. Alright, let's go ahead and load that.
What the fuck?
Peace out, town mama. Look at me.
Feel the burn of eternity.
Big steps, heavy shadows every time we walk through. If you ain't built like this, these lyrics gonna haunt you. Legends in the flesh, we don't talk, we just prove. Me and Tony shake the ground every time we fucking move. Ain't no force in this world that could ever sever me. We survived every storm, we took it over cleverly. Put the wave on our backs till it turned to feather wings. Now we rise to be the highest, we rise above you in every way. way. Raised where the street lights always humming like some tired prophets. Mothers praying that the night don't swallow sons inside the projects. Every dream got a price tag and some bloodstains in the margins. And every lost and lonely soul got a story carved inside the darkness. Early life don't show no mercy, it's just momentum leaving scars. Ain't no handouts on the block, just a little bit of broken hope in jars. I seen fiends sell themselves just to get a little spark. And I seen angels in the dirt trying to push the light out through the yard. Used to stare out them broken windows, quiet, getting lost in thought, wondering why the poorest neighborhoods produce the wisest hearts. Like the pain sharpens visions that the wealthy doesn't see. I saw heaven in graffiti and found the truth in the debris. Big steps, heavy shadows every time we walk through. If you ain't built like this, these lyrics gonna haunt you. Legends in the flesh, we don't talk, we just prove. Me and Tony shake the ground every time we fucking move. Ain't no force in this world that could ever sever me. We survived every storm, we took it over cleverly. Put the blade on our backs till it turned to feather wings. Now we rise to be the highest, we rise above you in every way.
Came up with a fiend to fight the shadows in hallways. Hunger nights, couple scams, kept the reaper off of me. Cooking in the trenches where the light bulbs faulty. Stomping through the block like the asphalt salty. Respect ain't free, I had to earn it with cold stare. Seen the weak foe, caught a spirit in cold air. Became a block giant, every step got its own flair. Godzilla to the hood, so y'all ain't trying to go there. I live a life lawless, couldn't tell you what cold was. Scams kept me fed before I knew where my hope was. Scarface ambition,
Bruh! Okay, so I apologize to the people. We're gonna have to play this one more time, right? Because I was wondering, why does it sound like it's like lo-fi, like slightly, you know, slightly off? Something is off about it, right? And it was like the timing that I was playing in is off, man. I don't want to do you like that, man. I know how we would feel if like that's the representation of the song. So I do have to run that. My fault. It's my fault completely. I'm running it back one more time.
What the fuck?
All right, the right way. It might have a whole different feel because it's a little bit faster. The quality will be better too. Bro, put down the freaking. I'm not touching nothing.
Look at me, look at me.
You know what I'm saying? Now you like, oh shit.
Big steps, heavy shadows every time we walk through. If you ain't built like this, these lyrics gonna haunt you. Legends in the flesh, we don't talk, we just prove. Me and Tony shake the ground every time we fucking move. Ain't no force in this world that could ever sever me. We survived every storm, we took it over cleverly. Put the weight on our backs till it turned to feather wings. Now we rise to be the highest, we rise above you in every way. Raised where the street lights always humming like some tired prophets. Mothers praying that the night don't swallow sons inside the projects. Every dream got a price tag and some bloodstains in the margins. And every lost and lonely soul got a story carved inside the darkness. Early life don't show no mercy, it's just momentum leaving scars. Ain't no handouts on the block, just a little bit of broken hope in jars. I seen fiends sell themselves just to get a little spark. And I seen angels in the dirt trying to push the light out through the yard. Used to stare out them broken windows, quiet, getting lost in thought, wondering why the poorest neighborhoods produce the wisest hearts. Like the pain sharpens visions that the wealthy doesn't see. I saw heaven in graffiti and found the truth in the debris. Big steps, heavy shadows every time we walk through. If you ain't built like this, these lyrics gonna haunt you. Legends in the flesh, we don't talk, we just prove. Me and Tony shake the ground every time we fucking move. Ain't no force in this world that could ever sever me. We survived every storm, we took it over cleverly. Put the blade on our backs till it turned to feather wings. Now we rise to be the highest, we rise above you in every way.
Came up with a fiend to fight the shadows in hallways. Hunger nights, couple scams, kept the reaper off of me. Cooking in the trenches where the light bulbs faulty. Stomping through the block like the asphalt salty. Respect ain't free, I had to earn it with cold stare. Seen the weak foe, caught a spirit in cold air. Became a block giant, every step got its own flair. Godzilla to the hood, so y'all ain't trying to go there. I live a life lawless, couldn't tell you what cold was. Scams kept me fed before before I knew where my hope was. Scarface ambition, I hold the world with both gloves. Fuck Homeland and Nights, they keep deporting my dope plug.
Big steps, heavy shadows every time we walk through. If you ain't built like this, these lyrics gonna haunt you. Legends in the flesh, we don't talk, we just prove. Me and Tony shake the ground every time we fucking move. Ain't no force in this world that could ever sever me. We survived every storm, we took it over cleverly. Put the weight on our backs till it turned to feather wings. Now we rise to be the highest, we rise above you in every way.
It's Wolfpack money, whole team on the warpath. Made it out the gutter off of flipping some forge math. 10 toes down where the killers and lords laugh. Still a shake the city when I walk like a forecast. Every move calculated, never let the fear speak. Turns a quarter to a kingdom off a play a weird whip. Pack moving silent, wolves hunting when the tears leak. I'm the one they talk about when they whisper, now they can't speak. Pressure make a diamond, I was forced into chaos. Hustlers in my bloodline, every win gotta pay off. Now I'm top flow living, but the jungle never lay off. Still walking with their aura, me and Cinder won the playoff shot clock.
For some reason, man, like he sounds like a character in a movie or a cartoon or something like that, man. Like there was a boss guy who was the evil corporation guy. Like he has that kind of voice, man, and you almost feel like he's like doing a lot to make himself sound like that. It may or may not be the case or whatnot, but the effects, you know, just how things are mixed, things like that may have a little bit of an issue. Just like for every artist, there's a way to make us sound dope. The clarity being there, the right amount of reverb and delay. And I think like when it comes to singing vocals, those are the ones that can kind of get away with like what we would be hearing now. But when it comes to raps, I think we gotta be more subtle with certain things, right? With a lot of things, we should not hear compression. We should not hear and like immediately go, oh damn, there's a lot of reverb. Like if we start noticing things, it's too much. Everything is about balance and getting it to that certain level or whatnot. And I had felt that same thing, like even in, I mean, obviously the slower version had a different, you know, effect or whatnot. But I had that same feeling like when that second verse had came up, I'm just like, I don't know, like I feel like he could have handled his verse a little bit better. The second one might have been slightly better, or his first one started growing on me as it started progressing. But at first, there are some things that do take a little bit of getting used to or whatnot. Never be afraid to talk each other into re-recording anything if you think that something can be stepped up, whether it's energy, whether it's, you know, personality, and just the recording process is going to be something in itself, because everyone has a different level of quality that they may be working with. And if you're not recording in the same studio, right, you got to work with what each artist, you know, has. But I've always said we need a service, right? We need a freaking service where if two artists are going to collab, whichever is the artist with the better setup, if they know that they're going to be recording with a very specific mic and, you know, whatever, you know, basically we would have that mic sent out to the other artists, or the mic and, you know, a laptop with the, you know, the equipment to record, whatever. We just want to make the situation easy. If you have to go to some place where it is like a shop, they do have the mic, but it's also a studio, so you go in there, you kind of record the thing, they send it back out to us, you know what I mean? Like there should be something like that so we can have a cohesive recording experience and sound, and everybody kind of getting in there and you know, doing their thing. Even more, like if you think about if you think about the aspect of like you go to a Guitar Center or something like that, right? And you know, like when you need something, you buy it. And so imagine being able to go to Guitar Center, being able to record a song, and any extra thing that the prices are all there. They're up front. You can see the price, right? So if you need mixing and mastering, you throw that in. You know, they'll have somebody there to be able to do that, and then get you out the door with a dope product. I think we need really just truly easy access to these situations that allow us to do our record. Something, and hopefully it's affordable, right? And that, you know, like Steam, there should be like days where they do specific deals and you know, always have something dope going on. What do you say? Closest thing is band lab. You say facts, and second verse is supposed to carry the vibe, man. Indeed. Like, listen, you guys pass the baton. First artist, you know, tackles. If people don't like the first artist, they're not gonna get to the second artist. And if people don't like the second artist, they're just gonna skip to a whole nother record at that point. You know, they may come back to listen to the first, but they know what the second. And then they may just kind of let you slide, you know, not really pay attention, not say your raps when they come up, but you're there. You know what I mean? But I don't want to just be there, right? I think we're all artists. We're all creatives. We understand that there are going to be people who have different opinions on our paintings, on our sculptures, on what we try to put out there as music for people to perceive. If you can always remember that your thing is art, then you won't feel some type of way when certain people don't like it. But then you can also acknowledge that there is always a way to make something better, right? They're like anyone who you know, just, I don't know, they maybe make buildings or something like that, right? I'm sure that like when they see certain houses or something like that, they have critiques on certain things that they would have done to make it better, to reinforce the concrete or this and that. They can see those kind of problems because they learned a different techniques. So everyone's gonna have that different technique. All of the different ideas will be able to make something better. Just always figure out how to take in those feedbacks without losing yourself in the process when you go in and make changes or whatnot. Like you still need to feel comfortable at the end of the day, like performing any song that you guys do. What you say is that equipment is the hard part, but we are working on, you know what I'm saying, something like that in the Discord, man. That's what's up. So I dig it. Do you feel like artists need a more gutter hook and stuff? Yeah, man. My bad for slowing that thing. He said, pause, you see NLE Choppa, new NBA Youngboy, diss songs. I think someone had sent it to the show. I think. Let me see. What you say? Definitely not. You don't want to be Birdman, man. Yeah. Birdman just be saying anything, man. Again, that's why I don't like freestyling records. Because I freestyle and sometimes I'm trying to get to a very specific rhyme. Right? I'm trying to make sure that I keep certain rhymes going. And the other side of your brain is also trying to see if you can maintain making sense so that you don't just say anything, right? When you can get it right, then you know you're a freestyle kind of like artist or whatnot, right? Like how Harry Mack even remotely, I talk about it all the time because I appreciate what he does. because it's on a different level. We've always had those games where like they would show a word, and while you were rapping, like you had to somehow add the word into the rap and or rhyme with it, right? But with Harry Mack, the way he uses the words and everything in tandem, let me break it down for you, right? If you watch his, like, you know, what he likes to do is like either find a group of people or one person, ask them to give him at least like 5 to 6 or so words, right? And he'll have a conversation, you know, with them, you know, a little bit before that, build up to that, tell them, you know, hey, well, I'll freestyle rap. Can I, you know, freestyle rap for you? Just give me like 5 words or so. They give him the 5 words, and within the context of the entire freestyle, somehow he makes sense with every bar, adds every word that the people gave him, but also context behind each word as well. So if they said planets, he literally would come up with a few different lines that had to do with different planets or Planet of the Apes, or, you know what I'm saying? Like he'll figure out ways into the word and the many concepts that you can get into pertaining to that word, right? Plus whatever conversation you might have had with him before, during, you know, if someone laughs while he's saying something, he throws that in there, right? Somehow he just knows how he can get in there really quick, rhyme the right word, and make things kind of pop off in the right way, right? And he'll look at things in the background and all that, right? Like we all try to do that same thing, but to make it all wrap around in a complete bow for the experience, right? Because it's one thing to just like, oh, me and the homies, we freestyling and it's just random stuff. Another thing for it to be like, here, let me let you be a part of it in some way, right? So I'm rapping, I'm getting your reaction, I'm thinking about the words and the concept that I'm supposed to stick with, and everyone always ends up being impressed because he can stick within that. If we can all master what he's learned, then we'll basically be able to get in there. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what happened, like when I'm rapping. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, like, man, I'm slapping ya. Did I just play the freaking thing already? Hold on. Yeah, okay, so let me go back in. What do you say? Yeah, that beat was fire. If you want a replacement second verse, hit me up. Give me a second on the TikTok, and I gotta send out a text real quick. So one more context winner of gear, so that's what I'm saying. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, let's get back in the overall line. See where we are at. Finally got cinema up. See what you got for us today. And can I close some of these windows? Oops, I accidentally closed the one I just put up there. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum.
Finest beats.
If I had wings, would they fall apart? Piece by piece, will I reach for the stars? If I had wings, I would fly above the clouds. Figure out why this world is so dark. Find the light where it's bright and make it home. 'Cause where I was, I didn't seem to leave a spark. We die so we can find where we belong. Maybe nothing is something after all. If I had wings, would he give them back? Set me free from everything I was attached. Nothing ever seems to be right, but I pray one day we see your light. If I had wings, I would fly above the clouds. Figure out why this world is so dark. Find the light where it's bright and make it home. 'Cause where I was, I didn't seem to leave a spark. If I had wings, would they fall apart? Piece by piece, while I reach for the stars. If I had wings, would he demand them back? The same man that said he's in our hearts. If I had wings, would they fall apart? Piece by piece, while I reach for the stars. If I had wings, I would fly above the clouds. Figure out why this world is so dark. Find the light where it's bright and make it home. 'Cause where I was, I didn't seem to leave a spark.
Wait, don't leave. I just came in. I was about to join you. And, what the heck was that shit? A lot of time, there's a lot of time where I'm going like forward and things, but I also go backwards, and that was the second thing. I don't know what the hell I'm about to take and say. Matter of fact, I throw up and shit. All right, so what was I going to say? That felt like something we would hear in Grey's Anatomy, man. Like, you are very plentiful with the amount of records that you can do in that vein. Anytime you need, if you just have a scene in a movie where the main character is reflecting on their life, if it's a very emotional kind of drama, situation, if it's a TV show where someone, died, in the next episode we celebrate the death of a main character, you know what I mean? And then they have that little montage, slightly where you see the main characters crying, they're at the funeral or something, and then they have that kind of music right there playing, or it's the main character on their way home, just going back to the house they grew up in. Maybe they haven't seen their parents in like 10 years or something like that, and it's one of those. Whatever the case, though, you're always good at getting in there with that, right? This is your genre. Your vocals work in tandem with what we're what we're hearing. Not everybody can do that. Like, let me just, sing to the piano and, hopefully you can play the piano as well so we can see it live, because that would be dope. Now, Private Press did say it needs a little bit of a change up and whatnot, because, it does have a repetition to it going within the same kind of, melodies throughout. And for some, like, they need that switch up for you to truly be able to appreciate what you are doing. And then send you a beat you haven't used and stuff like that. But I gotta figure out what I want that to be. I mean, I honestly always just would rather make you guys custom beats, right? Provided an acapella, it allows me to make a new beat without getting connected to it. You know how us rapper producers, right? We make a beat and then we want to keep it for ourselves. So the goal is for me to be able to do that. What do you say, freaking tapper? Freaking tapper spends a lot of time where I don't know what the fuck I'm about to freaking say, but I don't know what the hell I'm about to do, but you know what I'm thinking after. I put a lot of time where I want to freaking. All right, let's see where we are at next. I don't know. Oh, who had said they wanted to to remix that one? I think Private Press had said that. Or was I tripping? Somebody had said they wanted to remix that song right there. And when you say remix, do you mean like making a new beat for the vocals, or do you mean making sure that the vocals sound clean in addition to the beat? We're back in the free line. Big Dizzy, you are next up, but give me a second. Give me your second real quick. There's a lot of times where you are going outside at night times and you step on real shit. Then you freaking got a bunch of dookie on your freaking foot. I don't know what the hell to do because it's freaking, what the hell we even do? Give me a second. You're like, bro, for real? For real? Yeah. Hey, I want to get something to drink, man. You know what I'm saying? Quench my thirst right quick. You know what I'm saying? Rejuvenate my battery. And also see if there's a snack in there or something like that. So give me a second right quick. It'll only take me like a minute or two. That I've been having fun creating on live. Nice. We'll talk about that when we come back. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't take too long.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stop and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so...
Alright, y'all. We got Big Dizzy up right now with Wild Card.
Welcome to your doom.
Raisin stay so high, these niggas never ever wanna be. Should I be so high? Sometimes my lady think I'm gonna sleep. Pistol when I ride, in case these niggas want me show they heat. You can't conflict the niggas, what you know about a quarter key. Raisin stay so high, these niggas never ever wanna be. Should I be so high? Sometimes my lady think I'm gonna sleep. Pistol when I ride, in case these niggas want me show they heat. You can't conflict that niggas, what you know about a quarter key. If I would never got shot, shorty street would still belong to me. But I gotta thank my mama, cause of her I had run from the streets. These wannabes just wanna be, if they would've been if left up to me. Came from selling babies, but I own this shit, got custody. Told them that I'm sick with this shit, take a dose of Tussinate. Call me in the morning, you should be sick of that thuggin' shit. That looking over your shoulder shit, that block watching for police shit. Street politics, who not a snitch, cause it's more than it's not a shit. I just see them how I call that shit, family ties. Untie that shit, that knot can get broken over the smallest shit. Just bars like alcoholic, bitch. Any rapper you call and get, I go harder than all of them and come from out the hardest lands. Raisin stay so high, these niggas never ever wanna be. Should I be so high? Sometimes my lady think I'm gonna sleep. Pistol when I ride, in case these niggas want me show they heat. You can't conflict that niggas, what you know about a quarter key. Raisin stay so high, these niggas never ever wanna be. Should I be so high? Sometimes my lady think I'm gonna sleep. Pistol when I ride, in case these niggas want me show they heat. You can't conflict that niggas, what you know about a quarter key. I'm that Achilles heel. See them, I'm seeing kill. I capped out like a seal. Ran my route, not for real. Do this for life a meal. Don't be shot like a nail. Since I got time to kill, none of them guys is dead. Ain't nobody real as us. In the house like a realtor. Jealousy is building up. Not gonna lie, I feel it, but I built it up to take a whole week off. If I hit the block, I gotta get at least a key off. If you got a ticket, we can kick it like a tee off. Told them to flow nasty like Cassie and the freak swear to God, I'm the wrong one to pee y'all. Just see an eye dot, cause I can't even see y'all. Raisin stay so high, these niggas never ever wanna be. Should I be so high? Sometimes my lady think I'm gonna sleep. Pistol when I ride, in case these niggas want me show they heat. You can't conflict that niggas, what you know about a quarter key. Raisin stay so high, these niggas never ever wanna be. Should I be so high? Sometimes my lady think I'm gonna sleep. Pistol when I ride, in case these niggas want me show they heat. You can't conflict that niggas, what you know about a quarter key.
It's quarter key, order beef, freaking telling y'all to go freaking to the store or order me something, cause I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm cool freaking, you know I'm orderly, and people also be like, I don't even think that you're a G. So hold on, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I'm just kidding. So that was a Big Dizzy of LOD with Quarter Key. You know, I mistakenly said it was Wild Card or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And look, you want one guy, you want one cool, you know, it's chill, you know what I'm saying? Some just like, cause the energy that you use on this one is just, it's more just standard and to yourself kind of energy, right? I always tell you guys there's two different type of energy. Well, no, there's more than two, my bad. But there's a few different type of energies that you can use when it comes to the records and that you have, right? One energy is like you're rapping to yourself, like you're still formulating the record, looking at the notepad while you're trying to, you know, figure out what it is, and so you're practicing it, but you're not necessarily in record mode, right? And that, you know, like you're not necessarily thinking of an audience that's in front of you or even a person, right? I mean, one step up from the rapping to yourself is you know, a person that's right in front of you, that one person, and not a group of people and a sea of people and all that. But the more people involved, the bigger your energy should be if you want to maximize how people feel about that. Now, if you want to look at this as, you know, often I say ski mask style, right? It's like enough energy for people to be able to hear what you're saying while you're rapping, but not enough energy to wake somebody up if you were rapping it just like that while you're trying to rob them and not disrespect their sleep. You know what I'm saying? And so it's always up to you on what you want people to sort of like, you know, perceive. Like if you want that to be a turn up record, you have to turn it up. Imagine if you were on that same record with Mystical, right? Mystical has a higher level of energy, right? We can replace Mystical with 6ix9ine, with like whoever you want, right? As long as they have that like you know what Busta Rhymes can do, both in a very chill demeanor, but also if he decides to, don't my people wanna make it wanna, you know what I mean? If he gets in that high energy, Busta, like, you know, trying to match that, like, good luck, my friend. My friend, you're trying to match Busta Rhymes? Let me see. What do we have next, man? Shout out to that quarter key, man. If anybody needs a quarter key, make sure y'all hit up Big Dizzy.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
He's like, no, don't contact me for quarter keys, please. Please don't. Yeah, don't do that, please. No quarter keys.
You better not know that you don't really want it. You better not know that you don't really want it. You better not know that you don't really want it. You better not know that you don't really want it. Don't get me started, you better beware, because I don't care for who you be. All I see is a target for my lyrical onslaught. I won't stop until I got the game on.
Gotta keep the tab going.
I've been trying to fix the rap game for the longest. I ain't gonna lie, man, your rap's really garbage. Speak what's on my mind, cause I'm actually honest. You feel this in your eye, in your back, in your arm check.
So that is the complete opposite, right? In ways, right, where it feels like he's just like way too close to the mic. Yeah. Let me see what I'm gonna do with it. Like, listen, you never want to be too there. There's a sweet spot. See where I'm at right now? Chia. Now when I chum on it, yeah, that's a good spot. I can be right here, a little bit closer. You know what I'm saying? That's still good. You don't want to be too far though, and you also don't want to be too close up. It's gonna be way too distorted, and that's not gonna allow us to enjoy the record. And I did want to hear what he was gonna do or whatnot, right? Because I don't think I have to get to hear him on sort of energetic beats that kind of get him more in that aggression style. But we need that. The mix was just way too much. We got to hit the noise that goes man, we gonna hit the shame. Everybody join in. time. Okay, let me jump back on into the free line. I'm sure you'll be excited about that, right? All right, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, Micah with pressing play. Listen, that's what we about to do. We're gonna put the song in. We're gonna press play. Or is it mix? I don't know why I said Micah. Mix. Hold on, let's put this here.
JP.
There's a lot of freaking people in the yo.
I had a feeling that you walk away. Knew it all along, but girl, it's hard to face. Told me that you love me and you'd always stay. Yeah. My life is like a movie, we keep pressing play. Skipping past the scenes that I saw you was fake. You're walking out my life, but I thought you would stay. And girl, it's hard, but no, I knew this all along. Contradicting raps, but girl, just know that you were wrong. Ask me how I'm feeling, baby, listen to my songs. Catalog of feelings and you're scrolling through them all. Listen to them all, cause I've been struggling with motion. Girl, I'm reaching out, playing all my songs, and I'm just praying that you hear me out. Never been the type to argue with you, go and scream and shout. You like I'm toxic, I guess that's why you're leaving now. We've done this over 1,000 times, yeah. I read over 1,000 lives, and now I'm by myself. Care for yourself, you don't care for my health. I had a feeling that you walk away. Knew it all along, but girl, it's hard to face. Told me that you love me and you'd always stay. Yeah. My life is like a movie, we keep pressing play. Skipping past the scenes that I saw you was fake. You're walking out my life, but I thought you would stay.
Walking out and walking in. A lot of y'all don't even know if y'all gonna freaking tell people that freaking that they don't ever need to, like, I don't know if they just need to get a chalk or a pen, cause I don't know what the hell I'm about to. Hey, I just shit, man. I didn't know you were gonna let me get in there. Calm down, bro. All right. So,
listen to my songs, catalog of feelings, and you're scrolling through them.
I think there are good melodies within there, right? There will be people who potentially will be completely fine with the auto-tune, and then those that'll say too much, yada yada, right? We heard the name of the game. I think there definitely is, potential with this one because you have an acoustic guitar. Like it's just very chill, subtle, a little bit of a vibe. There may be a tiny amount of repetition in certain places. Again, when it comes to the melodies, trying to figure out many different tones that we can use is the name of the game. If you're a rapper, many different flows, or patterns, just structures, just like you figure out something that's cool for a little bit and then you move it up. It's like surfing, man. For people who surf at all, I always find some analogy in everything that's out there, right? But when you think about surfing, right, if you were riding a wave, you often see these surfers kind of, they do one move for a little bit, then they kind of try to do a little bit of a thing where they turn around, or maybe they'll do like a somersault, or something like that. They'll ride the wave in ways that they have that control, right? And so as an artist, we often want to see you guys have that same control and ideas with more of what you can do within the song, and going from there or whatnot. It was still decent. And I always really bring everything back to the live performance or whatnot. What is it going to sound like? What is it going to feel like? What can people expect from you live? At the end of the day, even if you guys use auto-tune on your records, I want you to prepare yourself to still be able to perform any of those songs, no auto-tune, live with just an acoustic guitar. Practice that shit now. because the more you can actually do that, like when you tell people I'm an artist and they go, what, bet, you know what I'm saying, let me hear some of your songs or something like that, and then you go bet, and then you pull out a freaking guitar and then you just start like legit, you know, singing it, and maybe you change the tone, any of that kind of stuff, it like works and allows you to really look like a real artist. I mean, if you are a real artist, then D-Mac.
Baby, I'm a beat.
I'm better than your last day and your next girl, I ain't staying here. Bitch, don't piss me off, can leave the spot right now, I take it there. And if you ever did me wrong, just know that I ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, don't play at all, exterminate you and break you off. Better than your last day and your next girl, I ain't staying here. Bitch, don't piss me off, can leave the spot right now, I take it there. And if you ever did me wrong, just know that I ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, don't play at all, exterminate you and break you off. I do it bitch so wrong, she gon' wonder where my heart is at. I do it bitch so wrong, she gon' damn near have a heart attack. She gon' be so mad at me that she just gonna throw it back. She gon' be so mad at me that she gon' try to prove a point. Now I'm so annoyed. She gon' give me lip until I'm limp. I'm filled with so much joy. Now I'm finna switch and she get kicked. You can't stay with the boy. I've been treating bitches like they worthless. Feel like had a boy. I did my job right. Your pussy and a tree just need my mind right. I can't put a bitch on a stool. She can ride my bike. Putting money into my pockets. Now that's a highlight. Putting money into my pockets. Now that's a highlight. I'm better than your last day and your next girl, I ain't staying here. Bitch, don't piss me off, can leave the spot right now, I take it there. And if you ever did me wrong, just know that I ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, don't play at all, exterminate you and break you off. Better than your last day and your next girl, I ain't staying here. Bitch, don't piss me off, can leave the spot right now, I take it there. And if you ever did me wrong, just know that I ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, don't play at all, exterminate you and break you off. I don't like the way that you carry a conversation. Only fuck with me when you benefit, I don't say shit. But now I'm turning up on these niggas, ho, I ain't playing. You tryna put your hand in my pockets, fuck is you saying? Fuck is you saying? I go to war for niggas playing, I give them headshots. Have your final destination, put them in a pine box. I don't fuck with these bitches cause they want what I got. They can't even help they fucking self. They rather leech off a nigga and take his fucking wealth. But wanna claim independence, bitch, you need fucking help. Before you touch my funds, bitch, you gon' get the belt. You better hit somebody corner and sell that tuna milk. I'm better than your last day and your next girl, I ain't staying here. Bitch, don't piss me off, can leave the spot right now, I take it there. And if you ever did me wrong, just know that I ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, don't play at all, exterminate you and break you off. Better than your last day and your next girl, I ain't staying here. Bitch, don't piss me off, can leave the spot right now, I take it there. And if you ever did me wrong, just know that I ain't playing fair. Matter of fact, don't play at all, exterminate you and break you off.
A lot of things, and there's a lot of freaking things in that world that's gotta change. I don't even really know what to do what a lot of freaking people know that that's. What do y'all think about that? Playing Fair by D-Mac. So I appreciate the energy that you have on this. There's a confidence there. You're often able to get in there and make, you know, what I feel like are, you know, party records, right? Things that have, you know, a good energy people can kind of get up to. You can put it in the club and people will still rock with it, right? And then you're also an artist who I don't often hear use, you know, a lot of auto-tune. You kind of let your voice be the you know, just it's fresh when we are allowed to just kind of hear you guys, you know, do your thing, have the confidence within there, and then do the right tones. There was, like with the last record, potentially a little bit of a repetition in certain places, but we also had some switch up, so you were half and half. And, you know, I always appreciate when you guys, you know, remotely go in there in any aspect. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing, and there's that. Private Press, we finally got you up with your instrumental, so we're gonna go ahead and please stand in. Wait, did you have 5 emojis on there? Okay. What do you do if you do your thing? Now I'm about to do it. I don't know what to say, but there's a lot of times I'm in the. I had to up the volume. People like, nah, like my nigga, how come I don't even know what the hell happened to Malcolm? I don't even know what to do, but a lot of people gon' roll up and fuck your house up. What is this? Do I really wanna rip this? Parts of this beat feels like something that's cryptic. If it was Thor's hammer, I couldn't lift it. Really, me rapping to this would be silly. There's a lot of time where people who don't know if they really feel me, but I don't even know what the hell to do, but I did. Let me see. There's a lot of times. I mean, I like the sort of flip on the section. Miss with the right chick and you're gonna get 10 erection. I don't even know what to do, but I know I also won't show love and affection. Matter of fact, I'ma set this. Just said that I can maybe like rap 2 of my set list. I will not regret this. If I wanna tell y'all freaking, I know that I don't know why, but I'ma tell y'all that yo chick be the wettest when I can like randomly pop up and then people don't know that you getting all locked up in a freaking closet. And you know there's lots of time where people don't have no way to stop stuff, so they like sit on and go behind the walls. And there's a lot of time where like some people aren't behind you all, so you gotta make sure you get a crowd and people know that like they gotta go through you, they cannot get around. You can make sure that you duck any kind of bullet, but if somebody spits around, you will probably get hit and then go right to the ground. I don't know what to do, but I whatever. I was gonna cut it a little bit early. I'm not gonna do the Dorky Don't Play That on it, but mix-wise, it does feel like there's a bit much going on at the same time in certain sections or whatnot. You know, again, I like when certain things feel like it is, you know, kind of chopped in certain things and then you repeat it for a bit and then, you know, switch it up. You do some of those, but it still needs another go around. Certain things need to, I think, hit harder. As it sounds like the very first version of the beat that you're trying to make, right? Very basic, just sort of, you know, elements. And you know, we know how things sound when we, okay, now that we have the basic structure, we switch this, change this over here, you know, get in here, I like that, but you know, not bad. I see what you can do. What'd you say? Outcast Jet Grover? Is this really Outcast or are you a different? Let me see. Because if it is Outcast, I don't think we can play it, right? It's Outcast, man. It's Outcast. Okay, so it's not Hollywood Heights. Let's see what this. So it's Shaq Bruce with Hollywood Heights. Why even put a whole different name in the email like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
New year, guess we'll see who really got it. About to steal your spot like when niggas pick pockets. I am not a trend, Shaq Bruce is a real topic of discussion. Not the good guy, your brother. These same ones are not around when I had nothing. These same ones will use you up and they'll leave you rusted. If not your team or your friends, then who do you trust in? Lost religion many times, but I pray often. I had to bring it up. Gotti thinks I'm good enough. Tiana thinks the music's tough. I still can't give her all my love. Cause everything is looking up. The ones that there can't be enough. I'm good, but I just need some luck. Hey, Dr. Dre, we need to talk. So I can make it on detox. Get some Nike checks, make classics like Reebok. The aftermath is I ain't tryna be the new Pac, just tryna make you cop like Mike Jordan when his shoes drop. Give me the money and the fame. Give me the Lambos and the rings. Give me the chains and keep the change. I swear I dream about this every day. I'm just saying, give me more life in everything. Give me the yachts and all the planes. Give me the frames and keep the change. I swear I dream about this every day. I'm just saying. Curry chains again, now shots to long range. Everything's subliminal, nobody says names. I promise that I'll take you to school like LeBron James. Taking shit sweet, trying to make the cut like when wrist bleed. But don't you want it that badly, or is it just me? If it wasn't for salary, would you hear beats? The bar gets higher and higher, but shit I still reach. I don't stop, that's why the target's on me like red dots. And aggression kills time like dead clocks. I'm a businessman, full send, I invest in the best stocks. Performance on high while the rest talk. On my 50 cent power shit from time while the rest watch. And my struggle ain't catching leaking ceilings with pots. But I struggle all the same, can't break even with costs. I bounce back from hard lessons, what you see is a loss. I'm going crazy on the day I'm on top and pray it never stops.
There's another
Give me
thing
the
is
money
that.
and the fame.
I don't know what they say, but all live every day. You run up to
give me the chains and keep the change. I swear I dream about this every day. I'm just saying, give me more life in everything. Give me the yachts and all the planes.
That's right.
Give me the frames and keep the change. I swear I dream about this every day. I'm just saying. Give me the money and the fame. Give me the levels and the range. Give me the chance to keep the change. I swear I dream about this every day. I'm just saying. Give me more life and everything. Give me the yachts and all the planes. Give me the frames and keep the change. I swear I dream about this every day. I'm just saying.
All right, 1 to 10, any non-feedback is welcome. Sorry. So beat was very hip hop centric, right? I always love a good sample and something that harkens back to, you know, just that, you know, kind of early era of hip hop. And a good sample just sort of, I think it opens the mind in a few different ways from the artist's point of view. And you can often, you know, utilize the things that you may hear in a sample and a chorus, and it may inspire some of the song. So there are things like that. I agree. The chorus in this is, you know, nice, top notch or whatnot. And like that's the first line of defense, right? Between the beat selection that you have and then like the chorus that you're gonna have in a record at all. Some people don't, you know, for whatever reason. There will be those that just rap all the way through and they figure like, nah, you just want to see the performance. But you gotta remember, like, the title of your song, people won't remember it if you don't really have something that when they think about that title, they hear sections of your song where you're like almost saying that. So the two different options when you're having a song title is either, you know, the gist of what you're saying within the chorus or the gist of what the actual song is about, right? So it doesn't have to be like Keisha Cole's song, you know, Love doesn't necessarily have to be called Love, right? You know what I'm saying? Like she, isn't it called something else? Like, now that I think about it, like, I don't know. But if it's called Love, you know, that's as straightforward as you can get, right? Very easy in someone who's like, oh yeah, like that's that. But I always come back to like Bohemian Rhapsody, right? Where that word, that phrase is not said anywhere in the song, right? You almost have to look up what it means, because it's so different. But it is an identifier for that song, and they became a big enough band to make it something where, you know, you could attach it to them. If you're good enough, like, you guys will have, you know, some of that as well. But everybody is different. Different? What is that? All right, last record before we head out. Maybe let me see. Act Hollow. Act Hollow. A lot of people got no car at all, so nigga they can't follow. Also, like no throat tattoos, they can't swallow. I know.
Last time I seen her, she was crying. Okay, ask if I need her, I can't lie to her. Okay, pass on her, I don't know why she trying her. That's your ass, you see how these niggas done her. Wish you will, tell that her no. I don't kiss and tell, nigga, yeah. Keep up with that shit, that probably get you killed, nigga, yeah. All that pussy fucking talking, get your pill. Yeah, pussy boy, you're under me. Like to copy what I do, feel like another one of me. Anytime I shoot, I put your stupid ass to sleep. I put a boot in that nigga after me. I clear the room and make it body better teeth. He act like he cranking, I shot his ass to sleep. I don't know where he hanging, hold nobody ask for me. What the hell you thinking, nigga? Beat your ass like cream. Yeah, I did perk, I barely breathe. Your whole life to shit. We run from the door. I already know you be going. Don't care, but you steady lying, that shit get annoying. If I walk out, she be asking me where I'm going. I drop the hoe out and the hoe be blow by the morning.
What did you guys think about that? I thought it had a good I thought it had a good vibe. You know, it was very chill, right? Sometimes artists will have a nonchalant kind of freaking style where they don't always you know, try to make everything a little bit more kind of just up front. And so it'll be said or performed in a very relaxed sort of state, right? And I feel like some artists are more concerned with creating the vibe than the words in the performance being that main aspect, right? Because you can hear something decent within here, a good overall vibe. There's potential. With melodies, though, I always want to see you guys do that octave switch. I want you to go from the comfort zone that you're in right now to like a you know what I mean? Like going in that high octave, high energy kind of station in certain parts, not everything, right? You do the octave switch at the right time. You do like 4 bars of one, 4 bars of the other. And if you do it at the right time, like you're able to build, right? So you could do 8 bars of the lower tone that you're doing now, and then another 8 bars where that you started to build up into the higher octave, and you know, take things from there. And I know you didn't say yubba double D, but like, you know, that's just what I want to use right there. You know what I'm saying? Yubba double D, right? You know, and just imagine that with the right delay, reverb, auto tune, blah blah blah. Like we know the freaking situations or whatnot. You said that was a bad last song, man. Listen, man, Yabba Dabba D, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all anybody can say. So as I said, we will be back tomorrow. Make sure you guys come through and re-tap in. You have time now to get off and make a song yourselves for tomorrow's freaking stream. I am trying to think of special things that I do want to do for each day. Like I'm late. I'm very late on this, right? Sometimes I have good ideas, but like they just happen to come days before or after like I would have wanted to have it planned. But I wanted to do a like 25 or like 30 days of Christmas kind of thing where each episode we do some kind of special in terms of, you know, whether it's a skip kind of thing or, you know, just something. I'm trying to figure out what it should be. We're already on what? Day 3? Okay, so, you know, if anything, I can start on like a day 5 or something like that. But I really want to think about something I could do where each day it's different, right? Get you to want to come back definitely on the next episode on the 3rd day of Christmas. That Dorky sent to me, like, you know what I mean? What can I essentially do, man? I'm open to suggestions on things as well. But yeah, I will see you. Thank you so much for your time, your appreciation of just yourselves, because if you don't make the music, we got nothing to listen to, right? So every time you guys get to our show and it's another day, you guys are motivated to continue to be the artist that you are. I remember quitting at one point, and literally I think we all have that one point where we're not motivated to be an artist, and things don't happen overnight, and we feel like we work too hard for the lack of love that we may get back, or the lack of support and stuff like that. And you know, it's one of the hardest jobs that I think we could have, you know, because you could be up and down on the daily, you know, you can get canceled and, you know, be on top and then just get canceled for saying the wrong thing, doing the wrong thing, and half of your, you know, your funds are over. There's so many different factors. But one day at a time, I'm here with y'all. And again, I'm still trying to bring and implement some of those other things that I usually talk about into the show. In terms of the That Dorky news, I feel like the best course of action for me is to make a list of the things that I find interesting throughout the week, because there's so many different things that happen on the daily in everything. So the things that I kind of took notice to, I'll jot that down, and then maybe on Friday, or if we do the weekend episodes, we'll bring That Dorky news in there. And then once I get more of a hang on that and doing things in that area, we'll try to bring it into every episode where we just have like a segment where we kind of talk about things. But honestly, I don't even have to talk about news. What I loved about like Hang It or Bang It, when like Chris and TJ were going hard, like they had a segment where they just kind of thought of like questions that artists needed to know or ask themselves, right? And then so they would kind of have that segment, have the question up, ask that question, and then talk about it, right? Give you a little bit of a, you know, game in that moment. And I always thought that was cool. Like you made a part of the show that is something that, you know, people eventually could look forward to. Eventually we wouldn't see as much of the streams from Hang It or Bang It, but I do miss them. I miss Bless the General, Lope Gang. There are so many just shows that aren't shows anymore. Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Whee!
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so...
There is a lot of people and some